DM means Daddy Mickey.
Nice.
How can I never call you DM again now?
That's all I need to do.
It's gonna be GM. Game Master.
Hello and welcome to our new D&D stream online. That was all recorded, Titus. We're a new D&D stream. We're a group of friends that just really enjoy playing D&D, and we decided to stream our second campaign. Hope that you guys enjoy this as much as we do. I had a mic that was a piece of shit, and sorry that it's going to be pretty hard to hear this. It'll be better going forward. Bear with us. You know, everybody starts out somewhere. I'm Michael Downing. I am the DM of this adventure. MD, the DM. I had to do that just because what you just said. Let's take a moment and we'll introduce everybody. We'll start with my left if you want to start, my friend.
I'm Zach.
You'd say who you're playing to, so say who you're playing, the character you're playing and stuff.
I'm Zach, I'm playing Damon Maris, Ice Ganassi Druid.
5e, I guess I should say,
Yeah,
or
5e.
or D&D 1. It's a kind of a combination of both is what we'll be playing this through this campaign.
I'm Cole, and I'll be playing Nettleby Broadberry, the Halfling Cleric, and I'm excited to be playing.
I'm Titus. I'll be playing Kragan Sea Strider, the Human Fighter.
I'm Caleb. I'll be playing first time. I'll be Mazerim, the Wood Elf Wizard.
Yeah, so we thank you all for joining us, or just watching this in the future. But like I said, bear with us. The sound is going to be a little rough. We're going to try and speak up today, so that way we can at least, you can at least hear us. It will be getting better as we go forward. Let's see here. Get your intros out. Little overview of the world. You can see my map that I have written out. This is going to kind of be a, I guess you could say like a pirate-themed, like high magic, fantasy pirate-themed D&D stream or the world, I guess. I don't want to give out too much just for you guys, so we're just going to kick into the world of Othora, the Sacred Isles. Who do I want to start with? Let's start with Kragan. Kragan, our fighter human.
That is me.
You find yourself in a port city, or a port of, I guess you could say, Erelon. One of our old main cities in a recent campaign. But you find yourself in a tavern that you have probably frequented a few times. It's called the Krabby Cup. You have recently been released from prison, or I guess it would be a prison in this aspect, from the crimes that you have committed. You hear the bustling of music and people and drinking and clanging of wooden cups and mugs. There is just a light music kind of playing in the background. What do you do? Like, what are you doing while we come into you for the start of this adventure?
Am I like just fresh out of prison?
Fresh, like you're
Right. Well, I'm
fresh
just
out
getting
of
a
prison.
drink then
Yeah.
at my locale that I haven't been at in like 5 years, so it's been quite a while.
It would have been a couple of days out of prison.
Okay.
So it's like this is kind of the bar that you've been frequenting, trying to get back to the lifestyle that you want to live, effectively, or whatever you do want to live in the future.
Okay. So in those couple of days, then I guess I've been kind of preparing to go back to the Sacred Isles by any means that I can. Really, I didn't have a lot with me when I came out here and got arrested. So.
You would have been given all of your stuff back, your weapons, everything. Something that you would have been given is kind of, I don't want to say like a brand, but you do have kind of like a temporary marking that lasts kind of like a henna tattoo on steroids that lasts years. That kind of marks you as a smuggler. You're not, you have a exactly that is. It's not in like a super visible spot, but it is, it is like on your wrist or your hand. But it is easily to conceal if you do want to conceal it. But you absolutely have been marked as a smuggler.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely concealing that bad boy. So I'll probably
But
just
you're in the
been
bar,
hanging
like,
out at the bar,
yeah.
trying to kind of get a feel for who's still around that I might know.
It's kind of like
It's
in
been
the,
a while since I've been free, I guess.
Yeah, it's like in the afternoon, and you see all sorts of crews, mainly crews that are, I guess, more trading, like merchants. Not. This is a very distinguished and highly lawful city that you're in right now. So if there is any piracy or smugglers in here, they know to keep their fucking head down if they're here. So the main people that are looked a little bit more distinguished in their dress, but they are still seafaring individuals. So they do have the smell of salt about them, and kind of like a little ragged, but still like the mercantile kind of wear.
Well, as I'm, I guess, finishing one of my drinks, what time of day is it?
Let's say like the afternoon. Let's like the afternoon. Like
Finishing up one of my drinks, probably just had lunch. I'll find one of the crews that are there that look like more trading crews.
Totally. Yeah.
And try and see if I can start finding a way back.
Yeah, you find a whole
Shit back
like
to the sacred
yeah,
Isles.
absolutely. You with the walking up to an individual that kind of looks a little bit more dressed than someone else. You would assume that this guy's probably a first mate, a captain, or something. Maybe even a quartermaster. You're unsure, but you do kind of clock. No perception check needed. You kind of clock. It's pretty obvious to see, like, oh, this guy kind of looks like he's running the show, and you can easily walk up to this individual. He's a human individual. He's long beard from just travel along the seas a lot, and kind of got unkempt hair. He's got like a tannish look about him. Again, always in the sun. So, but yeah, you see him, and he's kind of surrounded by a couple of crew members of his vessel. It's probably what you've been around boats your entire life. You would assume that this is kind of who you want to address.
Yeah. So I'll walk up to him. Hello, sir.
What can I do for you? You look like a young, strapping young man. You looking for work?
You could say that. I'm more looking for a ride back to the Sacred Isles.
Free rides here, man.
Oh, I'm very willing to work for my ride.
All right.
More than willing, actually.
What's your skills?
I was born on a ship, so I've been working on them almost my whole life. So.
Anything in particular? You got bosun. You know how to work the sails.
Yeah, the sails mostly is what I specialize in.
All right. What brings you? Why are you trying to get to the Isles so bad?
It's where I'm, I guess, from, you could say. I was born on the ship on the way there, but, yeah, I've been just on this side of the ocean for a while and looking to get back home.
Nah, don't wanna stop anybody trying to get back home. Especially if someone who's a man in the seas like yourself and me as well. Well, I do have to ask before I even trust you into my crew. Is do you smuggler? Are you a pirate? Or do I have to worry about you? I guess I should say.
You won't have to worry about me at all.
Yeah?
I'm an honest worker, like I said, just trying to get back home and.
He doesn't
doing well in my life.
ask to show you where a pirate symbol would be, but I do need you to make a deception check. As the first roll of our campaign, deception check.
Natural one.
Remember, we're level 1, so these checks aren't going to be our level 20 campaign where it's super high.
Yeah, 13.
13, more than enough. You have the look of you. I mean, I know you've been in a prison for the last 3, 4, 5, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have the gear of a sailor, and kind of the demeanor. And he goes, all right, young man. You can head out. My first mate here, he goes, by the way, I'm Captain Drayden. My first mate here, he'll take you out to the boat. He'll show you around. It's the Blue Mite. It's one of the boats in port.
You said Drayden?
Drayden, Captain Drayden.
My name's Cragen. And I'll
Hi, nice to
shake
meet
his
you.
hand.
Yeah, and you shake his hand, no problem. And you guys head over to, well, he stays there, but the first mate takes you over to the boat, effectively, and his sailing ship. And this is kind of, you can assume, very typical-esque, like, pirate-type sailing ships, galleons. I'm trying to think of the other one at this. Yeah, I think it would be a galleon. This guy would have a galleon just because of the amount of trading he does. He is more prominent of a trader. But you do see some other style of ships that are actually in the of all sizes that are in the port of Airline here. And then you guys can easily get on. You are definitely getting looks from some of the crew, but you're not one of the only new guys that this guy is very clearly trying to, I guess, help him. You never really discuss wages with him because I don't think you're very concerned about that. You're just trying to get across. You're just going to work for him so you can get to the New Isles. So he didn't really bring any of that up because he's like, fuck it, dude, free labor for one trip over there. So you hop on, and nightfall crests, or later a couple hours go by, and you guys you start sailing. You don't need the sun here. It is well over a week, maybe 2 weeks travel to the Sacred Isles from the main continent of Othora in Airlon. Is there anything that you would be trying to particularly do with the crew, or just to bypass your time as you are, I guess, sailing over? Besides, when it's your turn to control these sails, is there anything you do in your downtime, I guess I could say? Long travel.
Probably be trying to, I don't know about talk to people, but listen to people and see just what kind of news I can hear and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to, I guess, try and find if there's anything new that's been happening in the Sacred Isles,
Sure.
but I don't want to.
Give me a
I don't
perception
want to ask
check.
people necessarily to make.
Give me a perception check
that
and
I'm
do
in
it with
locked up.
advantage as you're kind of doing this over the couple of weeks. So we'll see what you can pick up over the time.
Not so good.
Well,
You said perception?
yeah, perception. You're like trying to hear. 4.
With advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 5.
You're a terrible fucking.
At least that wasn't the first roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was the most important. It got me on the ship home, dude. That's
Above
what
10 on the first roll. That's all.
I
that
just
matters.
needed to get home, and that's it.
This
Don't need to raise suspicion.
That's very true. So, but as you're kind of trying to eavesdrop, and are you trying to be stealthy about this? Because if you are, give me a stealth check too. If not, if you're just trying to like walk around and just listen, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, not
Yeah.
really.
So-
Just as I'm, working, but
Totally. I mean, as you are, sailing in your downtime, you see sailors playing like dragon chess. When the seas aren't too choppy, so it doesn't fuck up the chess pieces. There's some gambling games that
Well, I wanna get
some
down
dice
to that
games.
gambling, too.
Yeah, there's some dice games. The typical one that you see is kind of just like a variation of like blackjack, but with dice. They roll 2 dice, 2 d10s, I guess you could say, for their 2 starting hands, and then they'll hit the deck and roll additional dice. If you do, I'm just giving you the quick mechanics of it. If you did want to hop in at all, if you had any money that you wanted to kind of gamble, you're more than welcome to. But it's like a variation of like blackjack, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, that's standard. They give you 10 gold pieces when you leave prison, right? When you
I
leave
had
jail.
some
you
money.
yeah, that's what's
I had
standard.
some money
They
that
give
got
you
taken.
money when you leave prison.
But they keep one of your shoelaces. For some weird
They
reason.
kept something.
Both your shoelaces.
Anyways, but yeah, you can kind of be watching these, but you don't really. You got 4, dude. You're not really picking up anything. You just know that pretty much what every sailor at this point knows, and you kind of already know this, that there is strange magical anomalies that have been happening all across the Isles for the last 20, 25 years, maybe even longer. But like I said, that's just the very common knowledge. Go ahead and give me, let's see here. Give me a stealth check though. I do want a stealth check for something else.
That's not good.
Why are you rolling with advantage?
I mean, I have chain armor.
Oh, so it's okay. Don't worry about that. Just whatever the
Okay.
first roll was.
3.
A 3.
Sweet.
Plus
This
2, 5. I get a 5.
Totally.
Better than
Um,
three.
Over this course of weeks,
Catch me, bro.
you have an individual, an individual that comes up and kind of like looks at you, and he's kind of like making crazy eyes with you. You know, and he goes, "Right, friend, I've seen that marking. Why shouldn't I go tell the captain right now what you've been up to in your past life? How did you even get on this ship?"
He let me on. I talked to him directly.
Yeah, looks like you've been done a bad job of trying to hide it.
I mean, that's the old me.
You may have been able to slip past the captain, but nothing gets past his crew.
I'm just trying to get home, man. I'm not trying to do anybody wrong here. You've seen me working.
He narrows his eyes. Give me just a persuasion check, as you have been working, and you've been working pretty hard, so...
18.
There you
18.
go.
It's the ones that matter.
The ones to keep me out of trouble.
Alright, you have been working pretty hard. I might need a little something to keep my lips shut. Or, you know a crew I can potentially join when we get to the Isles.
Oh, so you're trying to rat me out when you're one yourself.
He pulls up his sleeves. He goes, "I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I'm
you just
clean."
haven't- You just haven't been caught yet, then.
Maybe, maybe not.
I know how it goes. I didn't
I
get
can
caught
see
for
that.
a long time, too.
You're not very good at it. It seems.
No, I had different circumstance.
Hmm.
I might be able to help you find a crew. I'm going to be looking for one myself when I get back.
All right. What's your name, friend?
Craig.
Cragen.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
Nice
He goes, my name's Gerald.
to meet you, Gerald.
I have names, so you guys can't fuck with me. Oh, dude, Caleb, they would fuck with me last campaign. They'd be like,
Who's
"What's
this
his
guy?"
name? What's his name?" I'm like,
John.
There was a lot of dumb fucking
T1.
names. Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah. He goes, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
All
you,
right.
Gerald.
And he kind of looks around to make sure nobody else has been listening. You don't really clock anybody. He goes, "Well, we should be getting close to the to some of the isles here soon. We should at least be able to see him in a day or two. You've been here before?"
I have. I guess depends where we end up or where we're going exactly. But
It sounds like he's trying to head to Oldrun, I think is what I named it. I think it's
that's the city island. The big
Uh,
city.
no, it's the one in the bottom right of the map. Oldring, yeah, it's Oldring. He goes, that way, 'cause- and I guess for the people who are actually listening and or who will be listening and are looking at this map, not drawn to scale, you know, so it's entirely different. But he continues. He goes, "No, I think couple weeks of travel, we need to stop by one of the main ports to kind of restock before we go further into the Isles. And Kragos is not, Kragos is like the lawless pirate town. He goes, in Kragos, they don't, obviously for obvious reasons.
I'm not gonna stop there.
He does not stop there.
We'll find our own.
So he goes, "We're going to Udrain, and we'll maybe we can think about hopping off together or getting a boat to head up to Kragos, and if you know where any crews are at."
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen my crew, so I don't know if
Or
there's
if we can at least help each other get to get to Kragos, and once I'm there, I can find something. I know I can.
Alright, I can agree to that, friend.
All right, it's nice. And the rest of the day kind of comes to a close. He kind of just scurries off.
I'll try and do a better job at hiding my
Yeah, sure. Give me a stealth check. Tie that shit tight.
13.
13? Yeah, you kind of
Better.
secured a little bit more. I'm gonna make a quick check though for myself. My first roll of the campaign. Yeah, and you know, a couple days go by, and you start to see the some of the isles in the distance. You start to see some of the larger landmasses. You start to see what is known as the necrotic storm, which you have been very well aware of. That is something that is every ship, pirate ship, merchant ship, just fishing ships, they avoid because it will flare up immediately, or it could be nice sailing calm waters underneath that area. And it could go bad very, very quickly. You've also known it as you were born on a boat, and your entire life is on a boat or in a sailing ship over here in these isles, more or less, of course. That it can move, and it can move rapidly in various like north, south, east, west. It's not very confined to where it's at, and it will expand quickly. And as you guys are sailing, you're going over the top of the Tri-Rock, what did I name that? The Tri-Rock Isles, I think. The Tri-Rock, fuck, I forget what I named it. I got shit everywhere. Tri-Rock something, which is those three land masses that are on the bottom right, which is why it's called the Tri-Rock. As you guys are sailing along the top part of that to come kind of go down into the bay where Uldrun is, as you can kind of give me a quick perception check as you're manning the sails.
6.
6. You don't notice it. It takes you a while to notice it, and you don't. Maybe the main reason why you focus on it is because some of the other sailors have kind of like the lookout. They see lightning start to churn in the storm, and it looks like it is about to kind of expand itself out. You now feel the hustle. There's commands being shouted all across the deck, while people are trying to move the sails, start to go further south to avoid this. But it looks like this is going to be inevitable. You're gonna come smack right into the southward part of this the necrotic storm, and it doesn't look good. As the rain starts to batter and the lightning starts to thunder down from the skies, and the rocks, the floating mountains or rocks or debris, whatever you want to call it, start to hit each other even harder from the winds picking up, the static electricity and the friction of this whole area starts to get roil even crazier. And you're in the middle of this storm, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the crew is panicking. Is there anything you want to do while this is happening?
I'm trying to get everyone to pull themselves fucking together.
I mean, they absolutely are kind of doing what they can. Like I said, the commands are being shouted, and people are like bailing water. And if a lightning bolt strikes the ship, or a piece of debris hits it like a cannon fire, and you know the bosuns are at work, it doesn't look good. It is.
I mean, I'll just keep handing the sails and stuff.
Just-
Like I've been in storms before. Maybe not this one, but I've been in them before.
Totally. Absolutely. So you time just slows down, and lightning is striking all around you. You hear the cracking of the ship. The sails start to crack, break, and the ship is 100% coming apart underneath your feet. You see members of the ship, the sailors jumping overboard as they don't want to get. People are coming up from underground of the boat and jumping overboard if this goes under and they're trapped down there. Some of them can swim, some of them can't, and they do not want to be caught in a sinking hole to the bottom of the ocean. You're on top of the ship right now. Is there anything in particular you want to do? It looks like this is manning the sails is
it's worthless.
It's worthless.
If
Absolutely.
there's people jumping deck already, I'll
Mhm.
probably try and prioritize.
The captain is screaming like,
shit if I can.
"Fucking stay there, lads! You keep this going!" It is absolutely
The whole thing's
Follow.
coming apart.
shut your mouth and get back to the sails.
There's no one else on there.
I try to say that. I'm gonna try and prioritize like finding my shit if I can. And
You would have your shit with you. You know, just because you're a smuggler, you're kind of like
I
don't
keep a
really
close
trust.
eye on
Yeah,
it,
you don't
yeah.
trust anybody, especially a bunch of fucking Randys on this shit, right?
yeah. Is it Gerald? Is Gerald? still
Gerald's the
around?
captain. He's like you
No,
as
I
you
thought
look.
Drayden was the captain.
Oh yeah,
Captain.
Gerald's
was
the guy.
I
That's
met
right.
Who
Yes.
taught me.
Do you want to look for him?
I guess.
Yeah, sure. Give me a general perception check.
Just on my way out, I kind of want to look.
Just like glance around to see if you
Nope,
can find
I
him.
don't see him. 2-1.
Dude, my first roll was a natural 1. I was rolling to see if anybody was eavesdropping over you to bring that information to the captain, but I got a 1, so he didn't. I was hoping that they would find out you were a smuggler. That just doesn't seem to be the case. And yeah, you don't find Gerald. You look as you're looking around. You do look up at the captain, and he straight up gets struck by lightning. Like he is straight up struck by lightning. Falls dead on the top of the ship. The first mate eyes go wide. He goes, "Fuck this," and also jumps over the ship. This ship is going down. There's nothing
Yep,
you can do about it.
jumping.
Even like the life rafts, or I guess the rowboat that is on the back of the ship, nobody's even approaching that. They're like, the only way we're going to survive a storm like this, if the ship's going down, is to maybe be in the water and exactly. So
No, I'm jumping overboard. As
you
well.
jump overboard. You can. You're a natural-born sailor. You know how to swim. You start to just get out of the way, I guess you could say. But you see in the distance, this ship is cracking in half. Boulders from the storm as well are smacking at, breaking off from the mountains and falling on the ship and have totally destroyed it. You see it sinking to the bottom of the ocean. And then as you're kind of like focusing on the ship itself, you are knocked unconscious as a boulder hits your head, and you are now just floating in the middle of the ocean, hopefully face up.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be back with you maybe later.
Maybe.
If you're face up.
Face down. Face
Yeah.
up. Face down.
Yeah, roll a d20, see if you're face up or face down.
If it's odd, roll a new character.
I'm kidding.
You want low numbers. Low numbers means you face up.
I
You
did.
roll low all day.
For the cameras, can you describe your character though? I forgot to do that. Can you
Yeah, no, I
describe
also
yourself?
forgot. I am a pretty tall dude. I'm like 6'4". A white dude, pretty tan. I've been sailing my whole life. I have shoulder-length-ish dark blonde hair, with kind of a ponytail in it almost, or a part ponytail. Pretty strong guy. Definitely looks like he's been working his whole life on a ship or something like that.
Sweet. Love to hear. We now move over to another city. We head over to the city of Kalo, which is the main city on in the Isles. It is the largest city, and we head into what looks to be a temple of sorts. And Cole, can you please describe your character for us and what they would be doing inside of this temple?
Yeah. So that'll be Broadberry is a halfling, so he's obviously short, but he's kind of long-limbed, kind of long, lengthy arms. Not too disproportional, but they're lengthy.
He's done.
Kind of a long face. Definitely a little on the paler side compared to most people that spend their days out in the sun fishing or whatever.
Yeah. There's people like that. There's
yeah.
some pale motherfuckers out there.
He's one of them. He has just a little goatee that he's starting to grow in. Other than that, he has a straw hat that he likes to wear, but obviously he's inside, so he's not wearing that. He's just in simple robe clothes or simple church clothes, and what he would be doing inside is just cleaning, keeping up. If anybody comes in that needs guidance or wants to talk, so I'm there for him. I'm learning. I'm becoming, or I'm just kind of waiting because I'm supposed to be going out on a
Journey.
thank you, pillage, whatever you want to call it.
Pilgrimage.
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 Yeah, not pillage.
Hey, I know it's a pirate themed campaign, but we'll get to that. Yeah, you're going to be going on a pilgrimage here soon. You do have an individual, kind of like I would say like a half orc individual that walks into your temple, or into the temple that you work at, and he comes up to you and goes, "It's good to see you, brother." And you would recognize this guy. He's an individual that comes in every now and again. He just seems to be one of the local citizens in this area, and you would recognize him. His name is Buford.
Buford, were you drinking too much beer again?
He goes, You trying to play a joke on me? You know I don't like to drink. I've abstained for years. Don't I used to, he pulls his mark down. He goes, I don't live that lifestyle anymore.
Good, just tested you.
That's right.
What can I do for you, brother?
I just wanted to say hello and see how your day was going, brother.
Oh, it's a going. I just in here cleaning and sweeping and just really.
Seems like you're over it.
Yeah.
You're really ready for this pilgrimage, huh?
Yeah, I'm ready
You've been
to
talking about it for weeks.
get out of here and see something else besides this place. You know, heard lots of stories from people that come through, and there's.
Well, I will give you a little bit. Some of it's very nice, some of it's not so nice. It is the world outside of the city can be harsh, especially in a new land such as this. Monsters and sea creatures and very bad people, in fact. So I know your hopes are high, but maybe lower them a little bit, as you don't want to run into a scenario that you might regret. Think smart, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm too scared to run in first anyway, so don't worry. I'll be safe. I'll see you soon.
Good.
When I can.
Yes, well, if you excuse me, I am gonna go pray now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'll look around.
Yeah, and you see the high priest of the temple that has been kind of gearing you up to go. It's like, hey, it's happening any day now. Hey.
And then I'll pull out from underneath my robe and I'll give Buford their old. I'll give him a vial of holy water.
Okay. He goes.
Something just to remember me by.
And he goes, you might need it on your travels.
Oh.
Thank you, though.
Of course.
Oh, good, Charlie. Shh. Crap. Charlie, chill out, Bubba. And the lines. Shh. Hey, go. No, he'll calm down in a second. Now Titus is going over there. And he goes, well, or I guess he pushes your vial back. He goes, no, you're going to need it. And then he kind of goes to a pew and just, and this temple is like a very modest temple. There's no like crazy stained glass windows. There's no like gold filigree or anything. This is just like someone threw up some stone fucking walls, put some wooden pews in here, and there's an altar in the middle. And I don't know if you want to say what kind of temple this is.
This is a temple of the Helm. He's the god of protection.
Step higher, brother.
Protection and a couple other things. I can't remember the other things.
That's fine.
But protection is the big one we need to remember.
That's fine. They can't hear us anyways. And yeah, but as you're kind of like still, you like get away from Buford, you start cleaning up more. You kind of go pick up from the altar like the donations. You go put them in the donation section. You know what I mean? You're very modest. You're very modest. You never steal. That's never been what you have. Yeah, thank you,
not
sir.
in my repertoire.
And you guys, or not you guys. You the high priest comes over you, and the high priest. He's kind of really showed you the way and honed your religious craft, I guess. And you know him. His name is Mathis. He's the high priest of this particular of Helm in this, I guess, city. He goes, Nilby, how does it fare today?
First well. How does it fare with you?
Another slow day, but it is what it is. This is how these smaller temples work. We might get some of our regulars in, but as long as we are helping people, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, hey, slow day means people don't need protecting.
That's correct.
So I'll take a slow day over a busy day.
Well, do you know what today is?
No. Is it?
Today is the day.
Woohoo! And he jumps up and does a little spin.
We have found a ship that will charter you to start your pilgrimage, and I have a specific task for you.
Pulls out his notebook.
And he goes, it's the Tri-Rock chain. I just didn't look hard enough for it. Tri-Rock chain. He wants you to head down to Udrain, into the Tri-Rock chain, and perform a last rites ceremony for a member of the church. What is it? They have been a follower of Helm for a long time, and their grandfather has passed away, and so you are starting your pilgrimage to head down here and go perform a last rites for them. They are expecting you within the next, it'll be a maybe 5-6 days travel down to this charter. This boat is not really that fast, but it's the best that we could find because I know you've been excited and you've wanted to go.
Yep. And then I just reach around the corner and grab my bag.
All packed up.
Been for weeks.
And he heads. You head out, and they put you on kind of like a smaller, just like fishing vessel, I guess you could say.
It's a big ship to me.
It is a big ship for you, especially for your size. And you head along there. The high priest comes with you and just kind of talks to the captain of this vessel, right? And explains the scenarios like, hey, this is the one I was telling you about. Hopefully you safe travels. He kind of gives a quick blessing along the boat, and you guys are off.
I got all my rolls at advantage, bitches. I got blessed.
No, you're not blessed. The boat's blessed. They did a blessing on the boat.
I'm on the boat.
And just so you know, bless only adds a D4. Does not give you advantage. You
Oh.
played this game for 3.5 years.
No, I thought you were talking about the boat bless. That's different than just the bless spell. Boat bless is advantage.
Yeah, you're right. Boat bless. It's a new spell we just came up with right now.
I wish my boat was blessed.
And but yeah, you start off along this journey. It's very early in the morning, or I would say kind of like mid morning. And you guys head off. And is there anything that you've been told this is going to take a few days? Is there anything you want to do? You want to like try to? Like I said, it's a smaller vessel. You have a few days worth of travel.
Smaller vessel. I'm sure everything, all the food.
Everything is prepared. All there. Yeah. Plus, this is a fishing vessel,
Yeah.
so if they need it, they can get it.
They'll
They'll get food.
They just catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, maybe if somebody catches a fish, I'll try to try recipe out on a fish with the last little bit of my. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep my last little bit of ingredients, like enough to make one more meal.
Yeah, and you have basic conversations with the crew as you're kind of like dealing with the fishing aspect. And then they ask you like religious questions like, hey, who's Helm? Who's this?
Run them through everything.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll even try to if there's like a little piece of driftwood or something or a piece of scrap wood, maybe I'll try to carve up my holy symbol of Helm. That's it's a hand with a red ruby right in the center.
Yeah, one of the bosun for this boat will give you a piece of wood. They're like, this is too small to even do anything with. Because they have a lot of extra. They run into pirates. They run into smugglers. So they have, if they were to get away or whatever, if they were to run aground or whatever, they have extra wood, right? Exactly.
So I'll spend a few days just whipping something, nothing crazy.
Yeah, and you can easily carve up the symbol, no problem. And you can talk to him.
Like conversation.
And he goes, so what's he about? Why be such a religious man? Why?
Well,
what got you into followings of the church?
I mean, at a young age, it's just kind of grew up in the church, so it's just
natural.
I mean, I don't know if it's natural. I mean, nobody's naturally good. I mean, I guess there are naturally good people.
He takes offense to that. He's like, I like to think I'm a good person.
Well, yeah, no. Everybody has the potential to be good people. It's just you have to work for it, though. You can't just escape by thinking you're a good person. You actually have to be a good person. You have to do good deeds. Not do bad things. And I don't know. I just spent my whole life in the church. Oh, not my whole life. I do have a family. I haven't seen them in.
Do they belong with the church too?
No, they don't.
Hmm.
All right, they could belong to a different church, not this one.
Do you still see your family?
I haven't in a long time.
Oh, that's got to be horrible.
Yeah, like I said, I grew up in the church, so it's pretty much all I know.
Hmm.
So this.
Well,
was,
I don't mean to bring you down if you know about
No.
the family talks. So I apologize.
No, it's
And he
okay.
hands you a fish. He goes, "It's not cooked or filleted yet, so you can head it down. We have our chef that's in the."
Oh, I reach in my bag and I'll pull out one of my little frying pans. Somewhere.
He goes, "You cook?
Love it.
Interesting.
Getting better at it. I don't know if I'm better at the cooking or the healing.
Well, do you know? Have you been taught how to fillet a fish?"
I've been taught once or twice, but I'm sure a pro like you that does it every day.
I'm
I
one
can
of the
learn-
fishermen's. We have a chef down there that does it. I mean, I can if I need to, I can get by, but I'm not great at it. So if you do need to learn, I would go talk to our chef.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I might go talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Be good.
Yeah, he goes, "He'll be with you."
I'll be with
He
you.
goes, "Thanks for the."
Of course.
He kind of tucks it in his pocket, and you head down further in the boat, and this boat smells way fishier than any other
Any fish market.
more than exactly, because there's literally fish guts that are on the side of a freaking chopping table, or a cutting block.
Something
and-
behind the,
and
between
it's,
the walls. Steaks.
They don't have. This isn't Sea of Thieves, the video game, where there's a fucking open flame on a boat. Obviously, that's stupid as hell. So it's a lot of sea, sushi in a sense, right?
Oh, yeah.
Very like eaten raw, or a lot of salt that'll kind of at
Cure it,
least cure it a
pickled,
little bit.
pickled.
Exactly, yeah. And you can go down there. You can talk to the chef, and he's like chopping up fish heads and stuff. He goes, "Hey, Boyle, what can I do for you? You look new. What's your name?"
My name's Ned'll, but you can just call me Ned.
Ah, nice to meet you, Ned.
Yes.
He goes, my name's Durand. Nice to meet you.
Duran. Nice. Somebody say it twice. I mean, sorry. Duran. I was told that you were the best filleter on the boat.
I'm the only flayer on the boat that actually does it full time.
Nice. Well,
Someone's got to make sure these fish are
I
edible.
didn't get the gentleman's name upstairs, but nice guy. He was telling me, he handed me this fish and he said, "Hey, it's not filleted or gutted or anything." He was like, "Have you ever been taught?" I said, "Well, a time or two, but I said I sure could learn from the pros out here." And he was like, "Well, I'm not the pro. You're the pro."
You said you have experience?
I mean, a little bit, not so much with fish.
I just want to see the frying pan hanging off your bag.
Well, yeah, I love to cook, but I know on a boat, no heat on a boat, so.
He goes, "Yeah, all right, come here." And these people are very friendly. They're absolutely willing to share their craft, but they're flaying fish. It's really not that
Yeah,
crazy.
no.
You know what I mean? Unless it's like a super venomous species of fish, and in that case, he might not even know how to do that. But that's just kind of the impression you get. But yeah, you spend the next, you pretty much spend the rest of this day helping him, and he is very glad to have it. As
Nice
a lot of
convers-
this, yeah.
Good conversation,
Yeah.
light conversation.
It
How'd you get on the boat? How long you been doing this? Da 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 da.
Well, he goes, well, kind of like you. I just been around this my whole life, and it just was an easy transition. I used to be a fisher when I was younger, and you as you kind of says that, you kind of do see the salt and pepper in his beard and his hair. But this guy is a human. Kind of got a nice, like bulbous nose. He does very much like most of the sailors. They have a lot of facial hair, and you can kind of see it in him. He's got some kind of bluish-ish eyes, bluish-ish. And you spend the rest of the day. But as he's talking to you, he goes, "Yeah, I have my family grew up on a boat. They taught me how to fish. I came to this boat with this captain. He's a very generous man. And in my younger age, I would fish, and then a chef taught me how to fillet, and then I kind of I got a bad back these days from reeling in some of the fish, so had some fighters in my day, and so I kind of tend to stay down here, and I've gotten pretty good at it, if I'd say.
Seems safe down here. I don't blame you.
Yeah, gets a little dark and lonely, but the boys come down every now and again because
They
you
need
got to
to
eat
eat.
3 times a day. So, but yeah.
Well, if you don't mind the company, I'm only here for about a week until we get to tell you dropped off. hang out.
Yeah, the captain told us as much, that we should be expecting a religious man, and that you were
That's
along
me.
just for the journey along the way. To be honest and frank, I don't know if you're gonna. We're not gonna be the one giving you a sail back, so you might be in this new town for a while. Just so you know.
I think it'll be okay. I've had training in all sorts of aspects. I wish I got trained better in not talking.
Ready for the adventure, I see.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Young man ready for adventure to get out. I understand.
Stuck in that church.
But the big
Church
city's
is-
a nice place. I like to go on, when we're there too.
Yeah, it's just the big city's a big city, but when you've been there almost your whole life, you've seen it all.
I understand.
Time for something new, even
And
if it is just a funeral.
yeah, and I didn't understand. I didn't know what we were dropping off for.
Oh.
Going for a funeral.
I was classified, and I think there's.
That was classified.
Secret
And yeah,
agent.
and as you're kind of helping him for the day, and you tend to hang out in the bottom, some of the crew members, as there's like an eating area, I guess you could say, where this is, and you give me a perception check as you're kind of eavesdropping yourself.
Perception, you say?
Yes,
5.
5. You guys are terrible at this.
That was my first roll. Dang it.
It's hard to overhear some of the stuff, but you can kind of pick up on it here and there, bits and pieces of. It sounds like there's a beast on board. Maybe that's all you get, and that's been eating up some of the fish, and they're kind of upset about it because they're having to fish longer hours to try and maintain their store. But they kind of are looking at you because they're like, well, is he eating up our extra shit? Like, this isn't normal, right?
Just cooking food.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just helping the chef cook.
salting food, right? And
Oh,
gutting.
yeah. Slicing.
And then one of the, so that's really all you can kind of make out. But on another one of the days, a different crew member comes up to you, and he goes, "So you're a holy man, huh?"
Yes. What can I do for you?
Some of the crew are getting a little worried that there's like a beast on the ship, eating our some kind of spirit, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. Can you perform like exoduses, or can you get rid of curses, or
Yeah.
do you know how to track anything?
I can put a. I'm gonna cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay, yeah,
I have that spell.
yeah, absolutely. You can cast detect good and evil.
And it'll
Don't
be-
worry about marking the spell slot off because
Yes,
this is
yes,
over
yeah,
days
yeah,
of
yeah,
travel.
that's
You will
gonna be-
get
yeah.
it back.
And so when I cast it, my eyes just kind of glow. My fingernails glow too.
He kind of takes a step back. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Way more than I was asking.
And then I'll just take it,
Oh.
and then I'll be like, "Come with me. Let's see if there's anything evil on the ship."
It's a pretty small ship.
Yeah,
You
exactly,
can case it,
yeah.
but just
just so he knows I'm walking through the ship with
yeah.
checking it.
Give me what check would this be? Give me an investigation check as you're kind of like looking throughout the ship.
Oh, okay. Well, I also had to use my holy water. I didn't realize that it took 25 GP worth of holy water. So
You're about to give it away, so
yeah, I'm about to mark it.
yeah. But give me an investigation check, please.
So nice to not worry about
Material components, man. If it's got a cost next to it, you gotta
Don't
buy
miss-
it.
Don't miss that at all.
Ooh, that looks like a double digit. No? I can't tell.
I think that's a
7.
7. Take it with advantage because you do have an additional guy helping you, or I can roll, or you can roll that on thing, or I can roll an investigation for him as well.
No, I'll take the
Yeah, you
advantage.
take the advantage.
17.
7 to 17, big difference. So as you're kind of walking around with this like detect good and evil, he definitely feels that there is this like you're like, oh yeah, we got this, you know what I mean, kind of thing. But through the investigation check, you seem to find like coils of rope that are like spare rope that are gnawed through. You know, like something has bit through them. You see the carcasses of like fish.
Like if a grizzly bear got to the fish.
Yeah, I guess that would be a good description for it. That you see that it's eaten up, and the crew member is like kind of taken back. He's like, oh man, maybe they were right. There really is something on this ship. So, have you felt anything with your?
No, it's if it was here, it's not here anymore. Not getting
Do
anything.
you think it would just jump overboard? We're in the middle of the ocean.
I mean, it eats fish, so maybe it just come out of the water. Maybe it was hurt or something. That's why it needed to get out.
And with your 17 investigation check, you do see a spot in the boat that does look like there could be a hole in between. That maybe if the tide kind of gets, or I guess the waves, it could go in. You know what I mean? Because this isn't like a pirate ship where there's fucking holes for can of portholes or whatever.
Well, I mean, there is.
He goes, oh, you're right. He goes, maybe it is some kind of like eel or sea creature or something that's been getting on the boat.
I mean,
And it's like a decent hole.
I mean, we're not traveling very fast, so I mean, it could keep up with us.
That's an intimidating thought.
Or maybe it's even underneath the boat.
Don't say that.
Don't worry, I'll protect us, obviously. But I think somebody needs to stick your head through and look down.
Maybe I can convince the captain to keep you around after the ship, after we drop you off, and we'll stay around and bring you back on for safety purposes.
Like a job?
Like a job.
I've been out here 3 days. I already got a job offer.
I'll talk to the captain. And in the meantime, I'll go get our bosun, and he'll fix this hole up. He goes, thank you. You've made me feel a little bit better. Maybe it's out of the ship now. We can block it out permanently.
I didn't see it in here.
A tingle runs up your spine when he walks away. Couple days go by. You guys can see. You are up on the deck at one point, like maybe on day 4, and you look out over the sea, and you do see an island you recognize that you haven't seen in years. And it's far away. You can only see like if you're on a cruise ship, like it's in the distance, right?
The far horizon.
You know exactly what that island is.
I'll just sit and stare,
Mm-hmm.
and then I kind of get a little angry.
Yeah. All right.
Dig my hands in a little bit.
Yeah, like scratch the wood at like your nails really dig into the wood. Actually, I'm gonna roll a check for that. One of the crew members looks at you funny with the markings that you just made in the ship. It's like, why are you ruining our ship? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like you get. I have your passive insight, and
14.
and I would say yours is the best. Actually, second best.
Of course.
Your passive insight, you can read on his face that he's like, you can see that he's like, why would you do that kind of thing, right? But he doesn't confront you. He just is like, whatever. He didn't put a hole in the ship. It's character. But a couple more days go by, and you are getting ready to kind of go into another day and going into the bay where Uldrun is, and a storm starts to pick up.
Oh no.
These are storms that you have experienced before when you were growing up. You haven't experienced one on a boat before.
I know about they suck on land.
Correct. And it seems to flare very quickly, and you see the crew start to panic. They have never dealt with anything like this before. They think they're out of range, but they're still panicking a little bit. But you know that this particular storm has a tendency to grow rapidly and shrink rapidly. And before you know it, a very similar scene approaches you, or is dawned upon you, as much as Kragan's was, as lightning starts to churn and rocks start to collide with each other, kind of raining down boulders upon the ship, and all of a sudden you're unconscious. You're smacked in the side of the head. You fall overboard. From this smack in the head, you kind of hear as your last thought, or as your last the last thing you hear. You have all this stuff on you, but you hear one of the crew members just shout, "Dead," Ned's overboard! And the waves start to churn. This isn't as nearly as bad as you guys are kind of further south
Okay.
from where the storm started. You're kind of just caressing it. You may have just, maybe this could have been avoided if you were
Not a little
down.
guy.
If you were below deck, maybe it could have been avoided. But you smack your head, you fall overboard. You're unconscious at this moment, and while you're unconscious, a brief vision kind of comes over you. But it feels a little bit more than brief as you're unconscious. So your timing is way off. But you just see deep within the earth this yellow energy, divine-like substance, something just flowing like a vein, like maybe like water, like river. You know what I mean? It's like a yellow divine substance.
In my unconscious mental state, could I like try to swim to it?
That's it. Like
I
that's
just-
literally
I
it.
just kinda
Yeah,
see
you
it,
just
like-
like as you're falling unconscious, you have this
Gotcha.
flash of a vision of like this yellow, like watery energy that's like flowing, and then you're fully unconscious, like out cold, and you're now floating in the water. Hopefully face up. Hopefully face up.
Yeah, face up.
Nice.
Mazrim, would you like to describe your character for us?
I am a wood elf wizard. He stands about 6 foot tall, darkish brown hair. I'd probably say the best way to describe his complexion is more like an almond, light brown. He learned survival craft and a stronger body from his parents, so he's fairly beefy for a wizard. After his life with his parents, he didn't have any of the nature-based skills that they had. He learned he had arcane magic and went to an arcane school and learned his wizard craft.
Yeah, your wood elf town, your elf like village, I guess you could say, was within the jungles, and the college, I guess if you want to call it that, where you started to hone your wizard craft, was in a city called Alren Talos, which is the main elven civilization on this continent. I can spell that for you if you want. ALLRENTALOS.
Got pretty close.
Yeah.
Just
it is,
one L.
and it is a large city, mainly of elves of all kinds, like all species of elves, high elves, wood elves, and you've kind of finished up your basic training to give you that. They gave you a spell book. You have a couple of spells in it, and you're ready to set out an adventure. And you're kind of so gung-ho that you're not really concerned about what's going to present you in the future. You're just you're the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed adventurer, right? And you hop on the first boat that is presented to you, or first sailing ship that is presented to you out of Alren Talos. And quickly you discover that this is not a boat you want to fucking be on. You chose poorly. You chose poorly, as this boat that docks from the Elven City, they quickly get rid of all their disguises, something that you've read in your books. They are all marked to the teeth with pirate markings and S markings and tattoos and peg leg. Like, this is 100% a pirate ship that you just weren't thinking, and you're just like, I gotta get the heck out of here. I'm excited to. And you are beaten within an inch of your life as you are on this ship. They keep you alive because they know they have a use for you. You have magical prowess, and you are pretty much thrust into mending their clothing, fixing the sails if anything comes along. they're pretty much their punching bag when they're pissed off, which is pretty much all the time. You are kind of kept as a captive on this ship. You kind of have a chain wrapped around your ankle that you have room to move and stuff, and if they need to bring you up to mend the sails or whatever with your basic magic, they'll do that. But is there anything that... You're not like in a brig by any sorts, but you're like on the bottom of this ship, like in like a couple inches of water. You know what I mean? Like if this boat takes on any more water, it's 100% sinking. You know, these are absolutely terrible pirates. It's mainly kind of like a half-orc vessel. A lot of the people on here are half-orcs. You do see a couple of elves. You do see a couple of humans. You do see a couple of halflings and stuff like that, right? Is there anything that you're doing while you're like chained up and you just kind of...
Just probably always trying to look, see if there's something I can use to break the chains and maybe hopefully find my spell book so I can...
Yeah, and they take that away from you when you're chained up, right? So, but give me a perception check as you're kind of just like looking like through the water in a sense, like you're feeling around the water around you to see if you can find like maybe a piece of scrap metal or a piece of sharpened wood that might help you bust this out. And it's been days at this point.
16.
16, pretty good. You absolutely do find kind of like a piece of scrap metal that has probably from an old chain, like an old shackles, that you see it, you kind of and can conceal it if you're trying to, and let, give me a stealth roll just to see how well you can kind of conceal that.
Oh boy.
Not stealthy.
5.
5. Yep.
I don't know
So-
that any of us are.
Yeah.
No.
Sweet. So you can kind of you attempt to hide it the best you can, right? You don't know how successful you are in this, but maybe the water you're pretty much wading in all the time and sitting in and sleeping in. Unfortunately, is helping it hide. We'll see. But you have these guys that come up and beat the shit out of you. They spit on you. They're an absolutely awful group of guys that didn't even attempt to kind of give you a chance. As they're like, nah, he's gonna be too much of a hassle to be a pirate. But someone does approach you. This guy he's a halfling. His name's Don. He introduces himself. He goes, seems you got yourself in a pickle here, friend.
That would be correct.
He goes, I'm Don. What's your name?
Mazur, nice to meet you.
I know you have no reason to talk to me. I mean, why would you? But maybe you've noticed that I'm not one of the guys that's come down here and beat your ass and expected anything from you. Just want to know I feel for you, and if there's anything I can do to get you out of this situation, I'd be willing to help. Because to be honest and to be frank, a little stealth check for this guy. Yes, I'm fucking sick of this too. I'm trying to get out of here. Maybe we can help each other.
It sounds like a plan to me. Maybe we can work together.
Is there anything you need?
If I can get my spell book, I might be able to blow a hole in the wall.
Kind of looks around.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Give me a couple of days. This will be tough. But just hang tight, alright?
Will do.
He goes, by the way, conceal that a little bit better. And he'll help you. You can roll again with advantage to try and conceal. So roll a stealth check with advantage to roll 2d20. Take higher of the 2 rolls.
So let's see. Should have a +1 on pretty much everything. So stealth.
Yeah, you have pretty
So
average.
16 on.
Yeah, nice. He goes, nice. Because I'll be back as soon as I can. Just try to stay alive, all right? And he tosses you some bread, and you notice that he notices that there's another person watching you too. So he's trying to keep this conversation hushed. So he just tosses you the bread, but he deliberately throws it in the water to kind of keep his cover, right? Like, sorry man, like this it's gonna be soggy. But he's like, you hear him as he's walking away. He's like, if we let him die, he's not any help to us, so let's feed him. And And you see kind of on the face of that other pirate, he goes, looks dumb as hell. He goes, ugh, yeah, makes sense. He seems to have kind of bypassed for the time being. And a couple more days go by, and unfortunately it's more of the same. You, like, broken nose at this point, you know what I mean? You pretty much are always floating at 1 hit point, just so you know, keeping you alive.
Yeah. My lovely 8.
Yeah. And as these couple days go by, you have no idea, like, kind of the day structure. You kind of can get you're a fairly smart guy. You kind of can piece it together when they do bring you above the deck to mend the sails or kind of just do anything that they require, whether that's working or getting your ass beat and tossed around the crew, not in the basement or the bottom of the ship. And I'm going to roll a stealth check for this guy to see if he can be successful in retrieving your spellbook.
You're fucked.
How would you know? Can you see over here? No. And you okay. You can kind of hear the lightning churning. I guess you can't hear lightning. You can hear the thunder that's happening. You feel the rocking of the boat happening a lot more. And Dawn comes down, and he goes, Mazrin. And he kind of like flashes the book as he's in front of you. He's like, I have it. We need to get out of here now. There's a storm coming. This is our best time to escape. And he goes, you saw that pick? That's what he's going to say for this thing. He goes, let me see it. I'm kind of decent at getting locks. I can get you out of that and give you your book. So you hand him the pick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hand him the pick. He's going to make a roll to attempt to kind of pick lock this. It's just going to be a straight roll because it's not like a lock pick, but this isn't like a crazy shackle, so the DC's not crazy high. Yeah, oh yeah, 15. You hear it click, and you feel it loose from your leg for probably the first time in a long time, because it's kind of like the ball and chain scenario when they do bring you upstairs, so that way if you were to attempt to run or jump overboard, you're just going to drown yourself, right? Because you would sink to the bottom if you had all that weight on you. And he hands you your spell book, and you feel the boat start to rock like crazy at this point. What do? You have your spell book and you're free.
Okay. So I would say, I think the best thing to do would be chromatic orb the wall with acid.
Dude, love it. Fuck
Just
yeah.
melt the side of the wall and jump out the side.
Easy, no roll necessary. It is a wooden boat.
Nice.
And you can easily, in chromatic orb, you can get it big enough where it will be a large enough hole to fit you through it. You can even kind of take some of the leftover acid and try to get some of the other parts of the wood, or even as that's happening and the acid does start to dilute with the seawater, Dawn starts to grab at the boat and start with the lightning or the thunder in the background. He's starting to rip at the boat, but at this, you're so low down there that water is coming in heavy at this point. Nobody seems to be on the bottom of the deck right now, as they're all up on the top deck trying to navigate this storm. And he pushes you out. He jumps out after you. You're in the middle of this storm, and it's rough. You do have a basic. You live on an island, right? You have basic knowledge of swimming, as all of you do. And as the waves, it's very hard to catch your breath. And rocks are falling from the sky, and the lightning is striking around you, and you're terrified that you're about to get zapped to death, a boulder's going to fall on your head, or you're even going to drown. And in that process, one of those things does happen. You start to lose air. You cannot stay above on this, in this choppiness of the ocean, and right before you fall unconscious from the lack of oxygen to your brain, you have a small vision. You see a purplish running hue energy that kind of feels like water, before you completely fall unconscious. That seems to be seeping from the earth somewhere. And then you're completely unconscious and you're floating. Hopefully Don is better than this, but very likely he is also unconscious as well in this storm.
I'll die first.
All of you are dying. I just didn't want to do a second session, so
Yeah.
we're just going to role play for 30 minutes, for an hour and a half, and call it good. Damon, would you please describe your character for us?
Yeah, so I'm Damon Maris. I'm I guess we could say a water genasi that is from an ice town, so ice genasi. I'm 5'8.5". That half really matters. Light blue skin, dark blue hair, skin basically cold to the touch, as if he was made out of ice. He is a druid, so finds his way into the ocean a lot to fish. That's his main kind of background. That's what he grew up doing. That's what he knows. But yeah, fixes his own ship or boat, I guess, not a ship, when he can, and
Rowboat.
yeah, rowboat.
Thanks, Charlie. And we find you on that rowboat. You're already in the middle of the ocean, by yourself. Kind of shaking off the jitters from the scenario that has transpired previous, and you're calming down. But you know it's going to be a long way to the main city of Kalo, as that's where you're headed. You know, even with your capabilities of swimming and rowing, this is on a rowboat. This could take a long time. It's been a couple of days now that you've been traveling. You find yourself getting hungry, as water's really not an issue, as you can kind of conjure it and maintain. You know, you can't drink the seawater, but your rations are soaked or have been ran through by you needing to eat them, but you're starting to get hungry. What do you want to do? You know, it could be weeks before you get to, for how slow you're going.
Yeah, so I have my my usual lucky fishing pole, and I think there would be times when I would just stop and, you know, gain my energy back, and while I'm doing that, I would
Totally.
be fishing.
Give me a perception check.
The other thing with the
With
water,
advantage, because you can look through the water and everything.
the other thing with the water is I would probably even with the seawater I would just cast purified food and drink, so I would have no like.
Yeah, you have no chance of getting sick. Absolutely.
What check is it?
Perception.
17.
17. You can easily find. I mean, you're a well-learned fisherman. You can easily find what looks to be kind of like a coral reef, like under the water, where you know that fish tend to congregate because that's where they feel the most safest to get away from bigger predators, right?
Yeah.
And you absolutely can spend some time fishing there. Even if you wanted to go down and attempt to grab some with out of with your hands out of little caves or the reefs, you're more than welcome to do that. Just give me a general survival check. If you want to, you can have advantage on this if you go in the water to try and get your fish.
Yeah, I'll go in the water.
Yeah. I mean, you are literally a water person, so.
What time of year are we in? Is it like winter, summer?
It's like summer.
It's like
It's
summer.
like a
Okay,
summer.
so like warm.
Yeah,
warmer.
the water's decently
Yeah.
warm. Yeah.
Your
Nice, Ganassi.
blue colors aren't in right now. If that's what you're asking.
Blue colors.
Colors you skin?
Yeah, you want tropical colors.
Your colors, your skin
Looking
color.
for greens and yellows.
What'd you say,
He's an ice.
That'll be good to know later.
What did you say? Survival.
Survival.
That's good. 23.
23. Damn. You easily.
Learn how to roll, guys.
That's how we got to roll. Only took the last person.
And advantage.
And
Yeah, exactly.
advantage. You can easily find some fish to get. Some that you know that are not poisonous. Even if they are, you can purify it. You know, you have the magics to be able to purify it, so that's really not an issue. As you're down here fishing and trying to get a couple for, some for a couple of days worth of travel, because you know you're gonna have to be doing this a few times. It is very. You get the thoughts in your head of what transpired maybe a week ago, that have happened now, and it kind of sends you in a spiral. Like you start to panic, hoping that people are safe, your loved ones are safe, but you focus your mind and know that you're doing this for them. But you can easily get some fish and go back up on the boat and start to fillet it, I guess,
Yeah,
and
it would-
create some sushi, very much like Kragan did, or Nettleby.
Yeah, so it would be a very clean fillet. Because I've been doing this for a long time, I think. I don't think anything would really be a problem as far as making. I would probably keep, the fish that look like really like interesting, fascinating. I would probably keep some of the scales. Make sure that when I was getting the scales off of them, to make sure that they were full and not, broken into tiny pieces.
Totally. Are you trying to save some of the scales?
Yeah.
What about the fish carcass, like the bones or anything? Just the scales?
Fucking it.
I mean, I would save the scales, and then it would basically be like, when you see pull it out, it's all bone. It's clean. Use every part of the fish except for the bone. That's
And yeah, you absolutely can use the every part of the fish, or at least most of the parts that are the most important, I guess. And it's you kind of fill up your ration storage, at least for a few days, But again, as you're paddling, that you're gonna have to do this probably a couple more times. You don't want to catch the fish now; they're gonna go bad.
yeah.
Um,
And the other thing that I was thinking is I can also do shaped water to create almost like a little fridge type thing, because instead of water it would be ice.
Just freeze them solid.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just freeze it good so that it doesn't reek on this tiny boat.
Totally. Well, it's you by yourself, so
Yeah.
whatever. And while you are kind of doing that, you're maintaining, you're paddling, you're catching your energy. A couple days go by, you just sleep on the boat. If any creatures kind of come around, it's easy to just not get off the boat. You can easily pop your head in the water to see what's around you in any kind of given mile radius. But on one of your adventures down to the bottom of the adventures to go get fish, you see kind of like, I want to say, like a seahorse, in a sense.
How big is it?
It's fairly large.
Okay, so not normal.
No.
A horse-sized seahorse.
Yeah, are we talking a horse from the sea or a seahorse?
A seahorse. In particular, actually, it starts to talk to you. It's a seahorse centaur
Oh!
Okay.
that has a seahorse bottom and a kind of
Seahorse tower.
a sea elf top, in a sense. It's got a humanoid top, but it has a seahorse as like bottom, right?
Yeah.
He goes, haven't seen anything like you before. You speak common?
You speak common.
Yeah, it's common.
That's fair. Some people don't.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I asked you the same question.
That's true.
He goes, what brings you all the way out here to my domain, and my reefs?
Well, just
It's fine. You
Just
can
that-
keep fishing my fish. It's okay.
well, that's
Keep
what-
eating 'em.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
That
it.
was sarcasm.
Yeah. Okay, I'll stop. Yeah, just passing through, just trying to get to the big city, trying to get to Calo.
What's that?
It's an island. But yeah, just didn't know this was anybody's domain. I apologize.
Yeah, this is
if
my
I-
reef.
Okay, my bad, dude. I will find another reef. Are any of the other one, like if I go like I don't know 5 minutes down to that other part of the reef, is that still yours?
No, that's another one's reef. We're very territorial, so you have to be careful in this parts.
Okay. Is there any part that's not anybody's reef, or is this all?
In this area, not really.
Okay. Well. Well, that's not helpful for me.
Just
What I mean, I'm just here to get some fish. I know you don't like it. Is there anything?
these are just my fish to eat, not
Oh,
your fish to eat.
I got you.
I have to sustain myself as well. I don't need you taking care of my food. We're gonna overfish.
That's true. We gotta have a.
You look around. There is hundreds of fucking fish on this river. This guy's just being an asshole.
Yeah. Okay.
Get off my lawn.
Sounds
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I guess I'll be going then.
Please do.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, and as you get back up to your boat and you get on your boat, you were underwater for so long and you didn't notice how close you got to it, or maybe you were pulled into it. There is a maelstrom churning, and it is close to you,
Oh God.
very, very close to you. What do you want to do?
I think I will get everything. I'm gonna make sure everything that is like important, my staff, my bag, everything is on my person. And then I think I would, honestly, knowing the ocean and knowing how you don't really have any say in what it does to you, I would just prepare, just ready for the worst to happen.
You know that this is not gonna be good, as you can't leave
No,
quick enough to get out of here.
I'm in a row.
And you feel your boat starting to get pulled and sucked into this maelstrom.
Is it pulling me in the direction that I'm trying to go?
No,
Okay.
it is absolutely not. And you start to swirl and swirl and swirl, and your boat starts to crumble and break, and you now find yourself just floating in this maelstrom. But you don't really need to breathe underwater, or you can breathe underwater is what I meant to say. So you're not like super concerned. Your biggest concern is, okay, I know that this maelstrom never stops. How the fuck am I going to get out of this?
Yeah. Well, I definitely don't want to go into it.
Oh, you're already getting pulled in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you in it, dog.
You in it,
You in
dog.
it, big dog.
If you have the spell kiss your ass goodbye,
I would cast. It's
I was,
actually.
uh,
a cantrip.
I would cast that now, 9th level.
I was gonna take that next class.
Oh,
or
shit.
Next level.
It's a level 2. You only get it at level 2. And as you're being pulled into this maelstrom, you start to panic.
Yeah, I think I would just be struggle swimming.
Yes,
trying to get out.
and it's
trying
to no avail. You
Yeah.
start to panic. You start to hyperventilate. You are starting to lose it. You can feel your bodily autonomy starting to go as you can't control it anymore. If you've ever had a panic attack, that's you really don't feel like you can do anything with your body, and you're just at the mercy of this massive whirlpool.
Yeah, as I'm going, I think I just become like probably a little emotional and just be like, I'm sorry, Grandma.
I fucked up right away.
Yeah, like, I didn't do this right.
And you do. I didn't do this right. I didn't think this through. Fuck.
Wrong boat.
And you get sucked underwater
Okay.
into the maelstrom, and it is kind of spinning still underwater, very deep into the depths. And the last thing before you smack the side of a reef and completely go unconscious is you get a brief vision. Deep within the earth, pouring out kind of like a river, there's this green magical like energy that you are picturing before you smack that.
That's your fighter. I don't care about you.
Fuck you.
He goes, all I did was get fucked by a storm. You guys all got fucked by a storm and got a vision. And you fall unconscious.
Oh, it's because you got hit on the back. We got hit on the head.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hindsight.
2020.
Just
And
your head a little.
you completely fall unconscious. It doesn't matter which way you're floating, you can still breathe underwater.
Let's see. Upside down.
And then we come to. Get my notes here. You eventually come to nowhere near where you remember you were at. You're in the middle though. You were able to start seeing the island that you were trying to approach because you saw ships going that way and a lot of activity. But you come to consciousness. You swim to the top of the ocean. You find a couple of pieces of driftwood just so that way you can hang on to it. But you see nothing around you, at least for the time being. And you just pick a direction and start swimming.
Yeah. I think.
You have no compass. You're not very navigated. You don't really know how to navigate the stars. That's not something that your character would really know how to do. So you, like I said, you pick a direction. You start swimming. That's like really it. You know that there's islands everywhere, and so you know if you can just kind of like maybe if you go like maybe you'll get lucky and you'll find one, right?
Yeah, I'll find one. Just a matter of
Correct.
when.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And we head back on over to, we hear the crashing of waves along the shoreline. We hear the crashing of waves on the shoreline as Kragan, you bat your eyes and you're on a shore, sandy shore. As the waves kind of wake you up as you've been breathing at this point and you've kind of recovered. And there's an individual next to you, strangely enough, not like directly next to you, but when you kind of open your eyes, you see another individual. Maybe it's someone from your crew. Maybe it's someone from the ship that you just shipwrecked with.
Yeah.
What
They're
you
like
do? You're
laying
conscious
down.
now.
They're like
They're like
still.
unconscious. They're unconscious on the shoreline.
I'm gonna get up and
Probably not be happy with my head hurting really bad from a rock or
Yeah.
hit me. And I'll kind of make my way over there and see if I can wake them. Do I recognize them?
No.
So it's not Gerald, the one guy I talked to on the
No.
boat.
Yeah.
Does he have stuff on him before I wake him up? I guess.
He does look like he's dressed in kind of like holy religious garb.
Do it.
Rob the holy man.
How big is this beach, and do I see anybody else? Just this guy right now.
You do see another individual. You see. Well, give me a perception check first.
That's probably good. so I can fail it. Ooh, 17.
You do see another individual. You see, at first glance with a 17, it's kind of far off. You kind of can't make their race out. But they're kind of a taller fellow compared to this guy, who's a shorter fellow.
They're a little further out too.
Yeah. Still also unconscious on a beach.
I'm confused because I don't recognize this guy in front of me.
Nope, you did not notice him on the
Haven't
boat.
seen him in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. I guess I'll try and wake you up.
Stab him in the
Wake
neck
up
with
the
a knife.
short guy.
Yeah, you can shake him, and you come to consciousness, Ned. And you find yourself on a beach. Sun is blaring down. You hear seagulls chirping. It is, yeah.
Oh, turn in my ties.
You're not dead. To your surprise.
Hey,
What?
Hey, you alright?
What happened? Who are you?
I don't know. I woke up on the shore too.
Oh no.
How'd you get here though? I don't recognize you.
I was on a fishing boat.
I was on a trading ship.
Huh. Okay, different boats. This is not good.
I'll help you up, I guess.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name's Nettleby.
Nettleby?
Nettleby, but you can just call me Ned.
How do you get a name like Nettleby?
I didn't give it to myself. What's your
That's
name?
fair. My name's Craig.
Cragen?
Yeah.
What
Nice
kind
to
of
meet you.
dumb name? I'm just kidding. That's a cool name. Way better than my name.
There's a couple other people around. It looks like we should try and
Yeah, we don't.
wake
Do
somebody
I
up.
see these people we're talking about?
Or at least
He
one
can
guy.
point out the one that
The
he
one that I
clocked,
saw,
and
yeah.
Okay,
and
I'll start making my way there. Obviously, they're
you see a
they need
taller elf individual.
You look like a
um,
holy man, Ned. Could you do something about my headache?
help. Let's get this guy up first, and then maybe.
And yeah, you see Caleb's character.
Okay,
you
I'll
see Mazur.
before I do that, for your head, and I'll cast guidance on you.
You see him doing something, and some magic pops out of his hand.
Alright.
Yeah, you should be good in a couple hours.
I say, yeah, you don't feel any different right now,
I didn't
or at least you don't have your headache has not subsided.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you. All right, I'll go over and I'll shake him too.
Yeah, you can shake him. And
I
you
probably
come-
have to be more or less like jump on his chest.
You come to consciousness.
Well, that was fun.
You
It's definitely a new experience.
really got
You alright?
you really got messed up there. You know, black eyes, a little bit of a broken nose. Here, let me fix that.
Oh!
Thanks for that. I was held captive on a pirate ship for a few weeks.
Nose
Yeah.
is starting to bleed profusely now. It healed that way. He just corrected it, so now it's bleeding again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that your ship got wrecked or something like mine it did. And
Looks like all of us probably had the same problem. Hit by a lovely storm.
You look like you've been beat up for weeks.
Yep.
Huh. Quite the pirate ship.
I was on a nice ship. Nice fishing people.
Yeah, my ship was decent too. Just a trade ship.
Huh.
You gotta learn to pick a better ship, it sounds like.
That I do.
Can
Gotta
I?
learn people.
Well, can I look around? What kind of island are we on?
Make a perception check. Natural one.
6. No.
Six.
Perception. Oh, 7.
Looks like a pretty rocky. It's like a big island.
Do you see like a?
It's like red sands. There's like towering rock structures everywhere around you, and that's what you get with the 7.
Okay, so maybe kind of like my home.
Similar, but without your home doesn't have a lot of rock structures.
Okay.
I guess I'll look around, trying deeper into the island. Is there like buildings or anything, smoke?
With a
Does it look
17
like
that you
there's
rolled
people?
earlier,
Yeah.
no, there doesn't look like there's smoke or anything in the distance. And as you're looking around, you do see an individual that is paddling to shore on a piece of driftwood.
Do you guys see that out there?
Oh look, is that a piece of ice on a piece of wood?
I think technically yes, but also technically no.
It's got legs.
Well, I'll pull my
Hey!
I'll pull my shield off my back and grab my spear.
I'm just gonna
You
start
can never be
yelling
too
out
careful.
to what I think is the person in the water.
Mm-hmm.
It could be mean. Could be bad.
There's 3 of us.
Just stay cautious.
Oh yeah, we don't need to be calling it over here if it's mean.
There's 3 of us, guys.
Yeah, but for 2.5, you see how small I am?
Good point. I wasn't gonna mention it.
Thank you. That's nice of you.
Yeah. We gotta get out of here first.
But yeah, before this thing comes up from the water.
All right. Well, we can hide if you really want. I mean, they're paddling on what looks like not a boat.
Exactly, they destroyed it.
You're conscious.
My boat got destroyed.
You hear this?
So did mine. Maybe he's the one that destroyed the boats.
I don't think he's big enough to
I
destroy
don't think
boats.
that's how it works. You haven't been on many boats, have you?
No.
Alright.
3.
I'll go back to yelling to the ocean.
Okay,
You hear hey.
And I'm just like,
God,
okay,
this guy
there's
comes so slow.
people. And so I'll start swimming towards them.
Yeah, the waves soon that are crashing along the shore quickly overtake you, and they just kind of help you push you to shore, in a sense.
Alright, that guy wasn't from my ship either.
But
How far out
you guys
is
don't
this?
recognize any of these people on your ship. Right? You definitely do, of course. You're by yourself.
Well, might as well introduce myself. I'm Mazrim. Get your guys' names.
Forgot to ask, sorry. I'm
Yeah.
Kragan.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Nettleby. Bradbury.
Hey, what were you guys yelling at? Why are you yelling at
You.
me?
Yelling at you. See you swimming over.
Well, at least there's somebody on me. Do you know
What are you?
what
That's a
am
great
I?
question.
I'm a person.
Like, no.
Yeah, but your
That's
skin
a
is
person.
blue.
He's a human. That's a person. I'm a halfling.
Your skin is blue, dude.
Yeah, and
Are you cold?
yeah, he's kind of chilly. You sick?
No, I'm I'm a ice genasi. I don't. Have you never met?
No.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that.
I've heard of Ganassi, but I've never met one.
I've read of them, but never seen one in person.
Maybe.
Well, what's your name, Ganassi?
My history's good.
My
Oh,
name
that's
is
my insight.
Damon.
Damon.
Raymond?
No, Damon.
Oh, Damon.
Draymond?
Layman? Crayman?
Everybody loves Damon.
I'm Kragan.
Do you guys know what island this is? Where we are?
I have no idea. I don't recognize it.
I've never really adventured before, so I ain't gonna know anything.
You guys can all give me a intelligence check or a history check.
Hooray! Something I have proficiency in.
wait. So history is intelligent. So
Yeah, you can do, if you have a bonus, just add your bonus
Okay.
to history.
Dirty 20.
Or you can just use your basic
Yep, same
intelligence.
20.
You got natural 20?
Not a natural. 20.
Natural 20.
20, natural
For 21.
10.
21.
What?
What was it?
21.
The three of you guys know that this is an island from the geography, from you've read in your books, just from you sailing around all these islands, and you living just north of here. You know that this is a part of the chain, the Tri-Rock, what are they fucking called again?
Tri-Rock.
Tri-Rock chain. The Tri-Rock chain. This is a section of that. You do know that Uldren is on this continent.
Olderin, that's right.
Uh,
There we go.
Udren. Udrane. Yeah. Udren. You know that there is a city along, or a town, something that that you need to go perform rites at.
For 5 to 6 days.
Who knows if that's already happened? You know,
Yeah, I
you've
don't
traveled
know
for
how
like
many
5 days
days-
already.
I don't know how many days it's been.
But you do know that this city is on the island. Like,
Oh, wait,
there
it
is a
was-
city on this island somewhere.
It was 5 to 6 days travel is what
Mhm.
it was. Not I have that many days to do it.
And you
I
would
mean,
you
guys
got,
are-
you would also know that in your studies, just from college, and you would know that from life experience. You have no idea where you're at.
Oh, guys, don't worry. I know exactly where we're at.
Do you?
I think I can tell as well.
We are on the Tri-Rock train.
Train? I love trains.
Train.
Chain.
As I said.
Did you guys get sucked into the maelstrom too?
No, but that sounds like an absolute nightmare.
Sounds
It
like what
wasn't
happened
great.
to everybody.
I got caught in the necrotic storm.
Necrotic storm. And
Yeah.
Some
You have
kind
no
of
idea what
storm.
that is.
I don't know what that is.
You would know what that is
Pretty
from
bad.
your
Yeah, 'cause
history, from your travels,
Yeah.
or from reading and stuff.
So I could probably understand
And-
what the maelstrom is, what the
Correct.
necrotic storm is.
Correct. And you would know what the necrotic storm is too, Cole.
Oh yeah, I definitely know
Mhm.
where it is. I lived in it. Yeah, that storm
So we
did us in.
so we
Close to.
all went through different things, ended up in the same spot.
I guess so. We must have been pretty close.
But you know what? This actually works out pretty good for me. Because this is
In
where
what way? There's nothing around here.
This is where I was headed. Might not be the exact spot
To the middle of nowhere on this island.
to this area, these islands.
I wish we had a map.
I wasn't
Oh, you
heading
need a
in,
map? I wish we had one too. I don't have one.
I wasn't heading in anywhere particular, but I know there's a city nearby we can hopefully find.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's where
You
I need
said
to
this
go.
is where you're going, right?
Yeah, well, the boat was gonna drop me off exactly where I needed to go. So, I just have to. I'm performing my first funeral by myself. So I needed. This is where it's at. So.
Is this just something you do for fun?
No.
Look at him. He's like a man of the cloth.
Yeah.
Man of the clock. I mean,
What do? You just swim in the ocean for fun?
sometimes yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've done that before too.
Yeah, I feel like
Or you just go and swim in maelstroms?
no, that I've never done before, but
Oh, I thought you just did it. Your stories aren't making sense. He is a monster, guys.
Okay, he probably got caught in a maelstrom. Do you know like how they work?
Yeah, it's like a big
Vacuum almost.
What's a vacuum?
Something that sucks.
so when a mommy and a daddy love each other, they're like-
Literally and figuratively.
After they get married, no more of that. Um, I'm okay to go. So to get off the beach and go somewhere.
I'm fine to go anywhere. I don't want to be caught out here when it's too late.
If you
What
guys have
time of day
any
is it?
rations, they're useless. They're waterlogged.
Yeah. What
so-
time of day is it roughly?
Early in the morning.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah,
my
I don't want to be
rations
stuck
are
out
gone?
here on the beach when the sun goes out. So we
That's-
should make haste.
There's some
somewhere.
rock formations nearby. I can see if maybe we can find a cave.
Yeah, I mean, we can either find a cave or. You said you know where we are. Is is the town that you're supposed to be going to around here? Can we? How far of a walk is it from here? Can we just get there and then find a place to stay or something?
Sure.
Well, how far away is it?
Oh, I have no clue.
That's not very
I don't know
easy.
exactly where I'm at. I don't know exactly what of the tribe islands I'm on.
Okay.
Natural 20? Yeah, you do. You
I
got a
don't-
natural 20. You absolutely do.
Yeah, you know.
I
You
don't
know
where
that the
we're
city
at.
is in the city is on the middle of the three islands.
Okay.
You're on the one of the side islands. So
Okay.
you, from just your knowledge, it could be weeks to travel by foot to
Or-
to where you're at.
Or not weeks. Okay.
Up to a couple of
What was
weeks.
your name again?
Damon.
David. Yeah. Walking through the city from here, it's gonna take a long time.
Okay.
Our best bet is to build a boat.
Build a boat.
Build
I
it.
don't think.
You guys don't know how to build a boat.
No, I can build a boat. We don't really have.
There's not many
stuff
like
to build
trees
it.
around.
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff
probably
like
no.
that.
With a 17 perception, there's no fucking trees.
Yeah. What do you want to build the boat out of?
You see a couple of pieces of driftwood. That's it. And he came up on like two of them.
Yeah.
That's my boat.
That was my boat.
Pretty shitty boat.
Are you sure you did something for my head? It still hurts.
I said give it a couple hours.
They go away in a couple hours anyway.
Can I make him an ice cube?
You're welcome.
I can make you ice cube.
You
Yeah,
can.
you are an ice cube.
I'm
You have
not
shape
a
water or
racist.
something,
That's
right?
kind of racist, but do you want ice cube?
I'll,
Do you want
I'd love some ice.
Okay. So I'll like pick up some water and just turn it into ice
Totally.
and then flatten it out. Almost give it like a bend so that you can put it
Put it on my
perfectly around the head.
What guy?
And here you go.
Wow, thanks, Damon.
Of course.
Still a lot better than what he did.
Yeah, this actually has a little bit of relief.
Did you add a D4 when you made that perception check?
I did not. But it
Because
would have been over. It was probably over a minute.
Because he woke up first, so you didn't bless him yet.
Oh.
Or
It was probably,
guided
it was
you
probably
in
over
guidance.
a minute by the time we woke these two up and stuff like
Yeah.
that too.
Well, I'm sure we're all extremely tired after wading the ocean for God knows how long. So let's try and get some rest before we do anything else, and maybe see if somebody can fish, or maybe we can find some creatures to cook to get our bellies full.
I
think we should
have
find a cave of
7
some
days
kind.
worth of rations.
Yeah, they're gone.
Had. I think we should find a cave first if possible.
I ain't got shit but my spell book, so.
You would have all of your gear. You would have all of your. You would have
Like your
gotten. You would have gotten to
clothes.
the chest. Dawn would have gotten to the chest and bring you everything. I just didn't describe it well.
I don't think I've ever actually set up anything in my character's inventory anyway, so.
It's fine. For now, it's fine. You're a wizard. Pretty much all you need is a
Nothing
spell
that you would equip would give you armor anyway.
No.
book. Exactly. All he needs is his spell book.
Okay, well,
He's naked.
while we're walking, I'm gonna look for any kind of food on the ground, like crabs or snails,
Give me a perception check
or lizards,
or survival check. Actually, yeah, perception or.
Ooh, I'll take survival because it's higher. Actually, they're both the same, but I don't want to do survival because I'm trying to survive. 12.
12. I mean, you can see some tracks that might be crab tracks that would be along the shoreline.
Okay, I'll just if they're in the same way we're going, I'll keep an eye out. But I'm not. It's not the top of my list here.
Sweet.
It's still the early morning. I kind of want to walk up and down and see if there's any more survivors.
Sure, go for it. Give me another perception check as you're kind of walking up and down the shoreline.
Don't read your D4, dude.
You gonna bless me again?
Oh, that's guidance.
12.
12. You find one body
Dead.
dead.
I'm checking his shit.
Yeah, I figured you would. Yeah, give me an investigation
Couldn't do
check.
it to the holy man.
Does he have any rations?
They're probably also
Again,
waterlogged.
probably ruined.
Not that I could find. Probably 2.
They were in a Ziploc bag.
Seems like anything that was maybe of value on this guy's body is probably sunken in the ocean.
Yeah.
Just a dead body. You do recognize him, someone on your ship.
Was it Gerard?
It was Gerard.
Oh man, that fucker.
Thank
Or it's
God.
Gerald. It was Gerald.
Gerald.
Yeah.
I didn't want to help him anyway. Thank God.
I think as you're doing this, I'll be like, hey, Mazur, do you know this guy? Is he, like, he seems like is he just picking at this fucking dead guy? Like, what is going on here?
That's what it looks like he's doing. And you can
Yeah,
always try and question him what he's up to.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anybody just scavenge somebody else's body.
How far are we from? How far am I from this? Would I be able to hear him?
No.
I'm happy to explain this.
After the experience I just had, I'm happy being a little cautious.
It just seems like he recognized the guy, and then
You
Took
would
it.
get
Immediately started looting.
yeah, just started taking his
I
stuff.
was like, I want more money. Where's the money? You would be at full health, by the way. Just because I told you you were beating it into your life, you're at full health. And if you did expend any spell slots, you have those back. What are you going to do?
Okay.
I'll walk back to the group if I don't see any other.
Okay, well,
survivors
I
around.
know that we're on one of the edge islands, and the town's in the center. So maybe we could just walk the beach around to the outside and keep an eyeball out for the other islands. So walking through the center, I feel like the beach is safer than.
Do we know which way the
Cooler.
sun rises and sets?
Absolutely. It's similar to Earth.
Then could we
Or to, I guess.
navigate that knowing that we need to go south, whatever direction, since he knows what direction we need to go?
Mhm.
Who took the keen mind feat?
Nobody.
I have traveled a lot with the sun and stuff, so I could probably find our way enough to go south.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At least have a general direction to start moving. And probably following the water is probably still good as well, since we know it's at least a port city.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, let's just let's start walking because I don't really like. I didn't grow up with a nice bed or anything, but I don't want to sleep on the floor.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a while from what Ned tells
Sounds
us.
like it's
so.
gonna be a few weeks of sleeping on the floor, Damon.
Weeks?
He said it would take a while.
Yeah.
What? A
You-
while is weeks.
you-
That's
you-
what that means.
You asked.
It's
So
our
we don't get the
reality now,
answer.
Damon. We just have to deal with it.
All right.
Don't worry, I
you
can
just
keep.
walk.
I can keep you safe. Don't worry. I'll protect you.
Thanks.
I'll protect all your
Religious man.
Don't worry.
I feel very safe. You're gonna be. You're here for a funeral. When is this funeral? Did the guy
you're
die
gonna be
yet, or
late.
is he just?
You're gonna be so late.
You guys are probably right, but it'll get done.
It'll get-
Maybe they'll understand my circumstances.
Are you gonna be there in a while?
I'll be there. I'll get there when I get there.
Are they gonna wait for you?
It's like island time.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
I guess we should travel as much as we can. Are you guys
We
hungry
should.
though? I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't eaten in 5 days.
Yeah, I saw some crab tracks over there. If you want to go track it down.
I mean, I don't know. I track down any crabs.
You look
I
like you
just-
got some fishing gear.
I
Couldn't you
just-
catch some fish?
Yeah, I mean, I could just go swimming and get us fish if you.
You pull
Yeah,
out
we
your
want
fishing
that.
pole.
We probably
it's
should
fucking
eat.
broken.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
I can mend it.
I'm gonna wait. Okay,
I,
sick.
I was this close to taking that one. I'm glad I did.
My dude.
Yeah, if you would,
I'll
great.
use my mend cantrip. We'll get that fixed.
Easy.
Heck
It's
yeah.
Easy. Lucky fishing pole. Probably not lucky anymore, but it's back to.
Oh, it survived. It's lucky.
It did survive. It was
I met my new
bored.
best friend Mazrin. Fuck.
he mends it. It's good to go. Cantrip, no problem. It's back together.
Cool.
And we'll wait for you to fish. We can freeze any extra that you have and take it with us for a little while. Won't last forever, but we can at least keep moving with at least some store of food while we catch along the way.
Oh, then if we're gonna stop and do some food gathering, I'll go follow those crab tracks that I saw.
Sure, give me another survival check.
I'll help you.
You have advantage now.
Okay.
I told you, dude. That big D20. The big D20 sucks.
I got 2 natural 20s with it today, though.
You just need a better box.
7.
7? Yeah, it's hard to track it down. You think the tracks kind of stop, the waves, they kind of obscure the tracks, they're gone.
Alright. Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I think since it'd be easier to, from my last time doing it, I'll get in the water.
Hopefully there's no seahorse. No.
God.
Yeah,
Can't even
you-
ask that dude's name. I don't care.
You can absolutely give me a general survival check as well to see how many fish you can kind of catch.
Advantage because I'm in the water. Or no?
This one, no, because you're just a straight roll on this one, just because you're a little out of sorts right now.
Gotcha.
That's terrific.
Better than 7?
No. What was it? Survival?
Yeah.
8.
8. You get 1 fish.
Sick. Is it?
Not enough for the 4 of you.
Alright.
Swap mine out.
Is there anything
No.
nearby that I can forage?
Don't let him see the logo.
If you want to make a perception check to look for it, but you do know this is a pretty desert-esque area. You do have a fishing pole, or there's a mended fishing pole that
Yeah,
you could
I think-
attempt to also kind of make a nature survival check to see if you can
Okay.
get lucky
I'll
with
borrow Damon's fishing pole and
Yeah.
I'll try to fish as well.
fishing.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
roll.
while I was on.
You're pretty good with
see if I
survival,
was
right?
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a actual proficiency with it. I have shit wisdom, but
Yeah, sweet. Let's get rolling.
looks like 13.
Heck
Yeah, you can. You spend an hour and you do catch
That's
a couple
gonna
extra fish.
outbolt that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
We're already fucked.
So
anyway.
with what he finds and what you find, you guys think you can piece together a light meal for the time being, but it's not filling by any means,
Yeah.
right?
It's a
Do
Just
I-
get everybody fed.
Do we happen to see
Correct.
any seagulls or any birds flying around?
They're around you guys. You do see a couple of vultures as well.
Do any of these creatures?
More like bloodhawks.
Do any of these-
With your natural 20 and his learned ability, you guys can
do
kind
any
of.
of these creatures get within 60 feet of us?
No, they do not. They try to keep their distance. You guys are actively walking around and
You
chilling.
can't blast them out of the
This
air.
isn't like a beach where the seagulls just show up and fucking take your shit,
That's
right?
what I was wondering.
This is you do see a couple of vultures because you haven't traveled. You guys haven't even started traveling yet. You're just getting food. You do see a couple of vultures are circling that dead body though.
Better him than us.
Well, that's
They
not
haven't
very
landed
nice.
yet, but because they're watching it, they might take a while to land. But you do see them. That's where they're kind of hanging out.
So maybe I'll keep an eye on some flying creatures that land. Maybe I can take one out with a spell, and we have some flight and surf.
Do we have any dryish pieces of driftwood we could use to make a fire?
I think the 2 pieces that I came on.
I saw
after
2 other
taking them
pieces.
Out, they probably would have been kind of dry.
It'd still be fairly.
Yeah,
No,
they'd
they were
they'd
in
be
the
too
ocean. You
wet.
floating on them. They'd be soaked.
They'd be
for a
wet,
while.
but it'd take a
Maybe
long time
older
to cook
driftwood.
You want to?
Do we have a bunch of torches?
I don't have any torches.
I'm pretty sure everything's gonna be fucked
You,
waterlogged.
you can easily find some driftwood that is not. Wet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I collect some of that, then see if I can find a cave nearby.
Sure. Give me a. If anybody wants to help him with this, you can give him advantage. But give me a perception
I'll help.
or a survival check.
Yeah,
Either
I'll
or.
ask everybody if they want to help me see if we can find.
Or you guys can all roll if you want. You guys can all just roll your
Actually,
own dice.
yeah.
So that way there's 4
Roll.
rolls.
We'll spread.
Everybody can make a
conquer.
perception or survival check to look for a cave.
We'll divide and
Come on, survival.
17 for survival.
Nice.
17 as well.
Nice.
10.
Nice.
3.
3.
Sorry, 2.
Surprisingly, you find a couple of caves. And in fact, you see one off in the distance, and you see an entirely different one. That they are not kind of near the shoreline. They're a little bit further in as you guys are like spend a few minutes surveying the area. They're a little bit in the middle, closer towards the middle of the island instead of off the shoreline. You guys find, but effectively clock 2 different caves.
Okay. I'll use my druidcraft to see if we're in for some shitty weather. See how fast we need to go to the caves.
It seems like that's all passed.
Okay.
You
Should be
like
clear weather.
you're way good. Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, I think we still need to get some rest, guys. So I think we should head to a cave, start a fire, and just sleep for now.
I totally agree.
And then tomorrow morning we'll start on our journey south, follow the shoreline. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me. I'll take first watch.
Okay. I guess I'll go second. Let's head to the nearest cave then.
Mm-hmm. You guys can start heading to the nearest cave. The 2 that you guys have clocked are kind of in the same distance. You know what I mean? Kind of something like that, right? And as you get closer, you with your give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
And then you also, everybody can actually give me an intelligence check here, or history,
Okay.
or arcana.
30, 20.
19 for history or arcana.
Yeah, same modifier.
15.
15.
6.
6. You notice that on one of the caves, like carved into the cave, Damon, there is a symbol that you wouldn't necessarily recognize. That's the one that you kind of clocked, and then also Mazarim and Kragan, you guys also recognize a symbol that is on the cave that you guys are kind of walking towards. With your learning ability, you recognize it's a symbol. It's like kind of like a rune of arcane. It's like an arcanic rune.
Okay.
Do with that with what you will.
I would try to investigate what the rune does. Make
It's-
sure it's.
It's more with your 20. I'm not gonna have you make an investigation check. It's more of just a carving. It's
Okay.
like a carving of a rune. There's no runic power here. It's just like a carving of that symbol, which you would translate to an arcane, like the essence of arcane, effectively,
Okay.
right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, head
Does-
inside the cave.
When
then.
he says that, you notice that your symbols are different,
Yeah.
entirely different.
And is this by chance a druidic message or no?
It just looks like another symbol.
Okay.
How far are these caves from each other?
Not too far spread out. Like they're maybe within like 100 feet, 100 to 200 feet apart. Like it's really not that bad.
I mean, do we all want to?
They're
check
both
one?
different entrances.
Do we all want to check one and then check the other one, or 2 of us check one, 2 of us check the other, or?
We
Oh, I think
Just-
both
we have
me
all
and
day if
Kragan
we're
are
not
at the
trying
one
to
and you're at the other, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
So I'll walk over to you guys and tell you guys that I see hey, there's a cave over here. You guys have one too. Have you guys seen this symbol before? Do you know what that is?
I don't.
Do you know what
I
it
don't
means?
really know. Recognize it as runic magic, but Doesn't seem like it has any power left.
Do we think it's a warning to stay out, or?
The only thing we can do is investigate the cave to see if maybe there's something in there.
Yeah, I mean.
We still need a place to
Do you have
rest.
symbols on your cave?
Yeah, there was a symbol on my case.
Does it look like this one?
No, it's
I'll go
different.
over and look at that one.
Sure. Do an investigation check.
Yeah, so I'll go over.
I'll go look at it too. I already
Yeah,
saw
you
it.
can help them, or you can make your own check.
Investigate.
or Arcana or History, something along those lines.
12.
5.
If you want to make a roll, you're more than welcome to as well.
Okay.
I've started to notice.
19.
19. You clock this one as well. This one looks like it's a symbol of primal. It's like a kind of like a primal-esque magic
Okay.
symbol.
I'll let everybody know that I discovered the basis of the symbols, that they're more of a primal magic.
So what does primal mean?
Animal stuff, dude.
Natural.
Primate.
Natural.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like prime, beginning.
You know, we're talking about old,
Optimus Prime.
old magic.
Okay. I mean, should we check both of them? Which one do we want to do first?
Well, I say we investigate one cave first. If we
Yeah.
don't find anything, we can check the other.
Yeah, we're already in here.
Yeah. Or since we're here, we can just do this one.
We'll look inside and
Yeah,
see what we can find.
You guys, the primal one, right? Correct?
Yeah.
That's the
You guys
I'll
walk.
pull out. I have a lamp. I'll pull it out and light it.
It's probably had enough time to.
Yeah, it dries out.
And oil.
It's a little cracked. It's a little cracked from the what it's gone through, so it's like making some weird.
Bend it.
Mends it. It's no longer cracked. And you guys head into the cave with light shining, and we will take a break there.
Okay.
And we'll pick up in the start of the cave here in a moment. So take a little break. Yeah. So you guys can get up, grab some new drinks, go to the bathroom if you need. Caleb, my bathroom's right there.
Okay.
Get pizza. There's pizza.
Yeah,
over
there's
there.
pizza. We're just gonna.
I'll have to move your chair.
Are you like
otherwise-
Hey, the one person that's viewing right now, we're about to take a break, just so you know. So appreciate you.
It's probably us just on the like. I don't know if it counts for
I
something.
mean, I don't know how to pause this, so it's just gonna run, and if anybody pops in, they'll be like, oh, they're gone.
Get a sign that says "Be back in 5."
Yeah, just
Gone fishing.
Gone fishing.
I love it.
Hey, Charlie. Yeah, I made a fucking glass of ice, or I had a glass of ice earlier, like a fucking shit thing. So
Oh, that's right.
hi. Yeah, his name's Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
There it is. Look, it's all melted.
I mean, it's pretty much already muted because nobody can fucking hear us. What? Hi. What? Yes. Hello. Yeah. Probably a little chilly. Yes. Pop a couple of mine in the microwave.
Men's probably going to be a little too convenient, isn't it?
What was that?
So men's
No,
going to
dude, I
be a little
love
too
it.
convenient.
It's fucking awesome. I love it. It's great.
I didn't think that's the last time, which would have been the perfect smoke for me to take.
Well, I've already planned to try and go a little
Yeah, I love
towards.
it, dude. You already got
transmutation.
all the nice role play in it. It's great. I've already used the med kit trick like 3 times.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Randy noticed.
I definitely noticed.
Yeah, your fishy pole's fixed.
What? We were at least able to catch enough food for the first day.
Caleb, if you want, I don't know if you have a glass or whatever. Glasses are in here. I got ice in the
I
fridge.
was just doing some bottled water.
Yeah, sweet.
If you got any more laying around.
We do got a couple more. Yeah, we need those.
Sorry about all the coughing.
Oh, dude, no, you're all good. Don't worry about it. What did you think of the beginning?
I liked it. I liked it.
Hey, Titus,
I
guess
appreciate that I was able to talk my way past the captain.
I got lucky. I was hoping you weren't.
I was hoping I would, because I'm like, I kind of built my character that way a little bit, that I'm a little charismatic, because
all
I've
the
been doing this
comments
shit
you
for a
can think of in
while.
there.
Unlike Elendril, who is a weak little uncharismatic bitch. I did make sure perception was one of my words. boost abilities.
Well, I'm changing perception in this game too. It's not as overpowered as it has
Yeah.
been.
Nice.
Almost.
Sorry, Charlie, you gotta stay out here, motherfucker. You met somebody new today, though.
Your new friends, huh?
Quick. I never feed him. I don't know why he thinks he's gonna get some of this.
Good boy.
Oh, we're gonna do it then.
Yeah, I guess that's something.
As long as we pass the roll.
Work on is figure out how to put it on the walls. Or place something in the middle to
Maybe more than.
I could stop the stream
yeah, but
and then start a new one again.
So we're in primal, which means it's David's cave.
I'm thinking short
Which means we
ones.
technically have to do all three caves. And Mr. Craig in there is kind of just a side character.
It's funny because I texted my friends, and well, I think the Instagram thing helped because I got like 5 likes on it. Actually, I think we got 5 on Facebook, and we've had
My sisters have popped in.
I had 45 people look at it.
My sisters have popped in.
Yeah, some of my 2 of my friends were like, they're like, like, the way he said it, he goes, I don't want to watch you guys play dice, and I go, it's a story. I was like, they were like, a story about what? I go,
That's fine. That's fine. Be rude.
yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, all right, bro, like, that's fine. Like, that's fine.
They'll come up here like,
Go.
sir,
I said go to my dog.
this is a call.
It's gonna take us weeks to get to the city.
Yup.
So how long did it take us to get to Meyer Falls?
Weeks. Unless we get lucky, there's something in the caves. We'll just have to wait and see what he's got planned.
Yeah. Let's see.
What did you think of the start, though?
I loved it.
Yours was the most difficult because if I do anything,
His ass beat.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just put him in the middle of the ocean and see what's comfortable. Like it's funny because it usually works out with us. Like I feel like anytime I create
He's gonna help Dave.
the way that it best
Probably
works
do
out,
some
we'll get
system
liquor
fishing.
as long as like I feel like I don't
you can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if I was last with Rohan, but like all of our one shots that we've done, I always come in last, and it's like perfect because it segues into it very well.
Nice.
But
How well we get a bunch of fucking
I think
snow.
I get a chance to
Tuesday, I think.
think about
Yeah,
that.
I want
Like when you were like introduce yourself, I was like, oh fuck.
I don't
I
know.
was like,
I was
like yeah, I guess.
you know, like I would love a good
I was like,
3-inch belt.
Slow down. Get out of here.
I was totally gonna work out. Come on, out there fucking actually working. I'm just sitting in the office. Ordering shit off Amazon.
Yeah, I always have to work when I'm done deliveries.
Did you grease your hair?
I put mousse in it.
Do you ever do that?
I haven't. Because last time I went and got a haircut, I was like, hey, give me a mullet. She said, okay. And then she left. I don't even think she touched the top of it. It's fucking like when it it's dry. Okay, stick it up. It's like this fucking tall. So it's just in the way. But I mean, I wear a hat 90% of the time anyway, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do my hair for the first one. It'll be a hat or it'll be.
Serena's brother cuts his becoming a barber, and yeah, he's been cutting my hair. He does my beard too. It's funny because he'll like sit, like he has one of the barber chairs and he like straight razors. Pretty good, and he's at school right now, so it's only like $15, and so it's like really pretty sick.
Well, he doesn't just do it at the house, right?
He does. He does when he like if he's got nothing going on, he's like, hey, come in, and then he gives me friends and family, so I pay $7. So it's chill, but
Oh, that's what I'm getting. Still makes you pay. Or, motherfucker, bring your shit home. I'm gonna sit down on the chair, we're gonna chop it up on our TV and come here.
he does that.
That's-
If I ask him, like if I'm like I don't want to come in, he'll be like, all right, like he looks.
Take a
at
break.
my hair. Yeah.
Eat some food.
When we went down to Texarkana for my mom's funeral, my cousin, she just got her whatever, she cuts hair now. And literally every single one of us guys, right after another, sat down in the chair.
Damn, so she ran a train on you. That's hot.
Well, she did her husband, her 2 boys, my cousin Nolan, and then me, and then I don't know if she got to Logan or not. But yeah, I got a free haircut a little bit. Plus, it was a lot of good pictures for her too. Plus, she could how her school worked or something. She could write it off as
Was this
Like
a year or something ago?
community service, you know?
No, for like her school.
Yeah, so she get like community service hours or whatever, right?
No, for
It's like school hours. So
yeah,
you
school
have to have
hours.
you have to have like 80. It's a lot of hours, and like once you get that, then you go to boards, and like you have to take a written test and then a
do a
actual
haircut.
test to do a haircut. Once you pass that, you get your barber's / cosmetology license,
something like that. Yeah.
and then you can legally create your own place or go work for somebody else, like sports clubs.
What do you think, Caleb?
How am I doing? It's a better question.
You're doing good.
You're doing great, dude. I thought you weren't gonna roleplay as much.
It's
When we first started 4 years ago doing this shit, those first 3 sessions were fucking rough. Nobody wanted to talk. Everybody was embarrassed. Yeah, it was rough.
Well, I was trying to talk
About a month in, everybody kind of got out of their shells.
Didn't you start that like you didn't start that in the beginning? Did you?
Yeah,
he did.
First
Oh, shit.
Pretty
pretty damn consistently
Yeah.
early on.
At least for like the first
But he
few.
used to say Asante to get into character.
Yeah, dude.
But then nobody else was really talking, so I was like, alright, fuck this.
Yeah.
We're not voice actors. This
Yeah.
ain't no critical role.
And then David was doing his shouting at
So I ain't Brendan Lee Mulligan, bro. This shit ain't happening. I did a couple here and there. It's a lot easier for me to do female voices because I can just change the tone really easily, and that's easy. But other than that,
Mark said the same thing.
Oh, burn. Boom.
No, that's not. I wasn't saying.
Boom,
it like
gotcha. He just burned you's good, dude. He just called you Mark.
I'll go get some. I'll go get some ice. It's fine.
Ooh, he needs ice for you, burn. Obviously, it's not that.
Want some aloe vera?
Give him some butter, he's on a roll. surprised nobody's personally texted me about that yet.
Nobody gives a fuck.
I'm about to ask Troy if
I
we
don't.
can fucking take the league out and just make the Carrabba's League one big league. Because the league that he plays in, like that other Carrabba's League that he plays in, where it's like a 10-man too, like
We'll be back in a few.
I'm sure if we like, sure if we ask, because you said you didn't want to play more than 12, right?
No.
So you didn't play 12, but
I'm also really concerned not even playing again this year.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm kind of over it. Like, I don't even enjoy football.
I like it. It makes me enjoy football. That's why I play fantasy football. But that's kind of why I'm saying like I think it would be
Alright,
fun,
let's get
or
some
I
shit
think it
set
would be cool if we could
Second
do like,
part.
if it, because like if you feel this way, there's no doubt that
20
there's
man league.
no. I'm thinking like 16. No. Yeah, I think 16 would be fun because then you could do like you could do crazy shit. You could do super fun.
16 man league. I guarantee you there's at least 3 or 4 people that don't know their shit. Just say fucking about 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in. You know what I'm saying?
But the prize will be better than it's anything. If everybody wants to play.
I mean, towards that, I'm out, but I'll be out.
I mean, I played like 4 weeks.
I know you're like a fucking nut. Because at that point, you're just playing against yourself.
Not always. If you try to do the same thing, try to. Sometimes like, cause all my drafts are on different days. So like, my first one after it goes like pretty good, or it finishes, I'm like, alright, what can I change to get what I really want? By the time
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Exactly. The last team that I draft is usually my best team.
So, tell me what you want. What you really want.
Cool. Can I?
We'll use this as a table.
Okay, you've been like, I think I definitely think the background with gaming helps, because like the cool thing is the way I explain it to everybody with D&D is is a children's game with adult humor.
It's a children's. Yeah, you try having a child play this game, dude.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Like when you're younger, like tell me you didn't have like when I heard about that, like I told my dad I was playing D&D one time, and he was like, "Oh, are you gonna go play with your can down the street too? Just kick the can." I was like, "Ass." I was like, "All right."
Fuck you, Dad.
That's funny.
Love to see what new shit I can pick up at Comic Con this year.
Yeah, sorry if anybody's tuning in right now. We're taking a little break.
Serena just texted me. Are you guys eating?
Yep. Taking a break.
Serena's our one viewer.
There's somebody in right now. I don't know who it
It's
is.
Serena, I'm sure.
Someone, yeah.
Hey, don't say her name.
Yeah, we're gonna dox her girlfriend on accident.
Doesn't she need more, doesn't she need publicity too?
That's true.
Figure out time. It's all good. Yeah. Did you think it was just a normal cave with symbols on it?
Oh, that's sick. Mikey.
We used to get a die.
What?
That's what she's doing right now. She's doing homework while watching this.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Serena. She'd be like, tell him to shut the fuck up.
Stop saying my name. And then she really told me what it was.
So you 3D print those and then you paint them?
Actually, I bought these. So these are Warlock tiles.
Okay.
I have a whole bunch of different Warlock tiles, but there are stuff that I have 3D printed, which I can pull out right now. These right here. So, and I use them for surprise, surprise. Yeah. So, but then I'll use the bottom sides too to create like that's a double use exactly.
Nice. Get rid of this empty bottle. What is that? Hopefully keep me from coughing too much.
That's all good.
I know. It just annoys the shit out of me. Because it never goes away.
I understand.
Got any cough drops?
I don't, because I hate cough drops. I despise the taste of them, and I just don't think they work great.
Either,
Yeah, I don't think they work great.
It does work a little bit.
Some people probably.
Because I do feel the itchiness in my throat, which is...
Cole might have some. Cole fucking, you can go ask him.
What are you doing?
Fuzzy monster. Yes. Drop hair everywhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, you have no fucking clue, dude. It's wild.
I'm sure you can collect a dog's worth of hair every week.
Yeah, just about.
Huh. An entire you every week.
Just about.
We have 2 short hairs at home, and one of them still gives off that much freaking hair. Well, he's more of a medium-sized hair. Not like your long hair. Yes. Just ears for quick.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I got all this set up. Take a quick piss. Oh yeah, they're probably all smoking.
I figured as much.
I'll get these painted.
Bow staff?
Yeah, it's just a staff. I was planning on doing a bow staff. We'll see what it turns into, because I'm not a monk on the bow. So I could
Staff
technically
is a staff.
have- Exactly.
I mean, same thing. It's supposed to just be a staff.
Yeah. By the way, the sound is terrific.
That's what my sister said. She said it's actually not that bad. And I was like, I'm
Sound
glad to
is-
hear
sound
that.
is really Yeah, I just
Maybe it's my laptop when I try to play it back and I just can't hear anything. That's,
yeah, because I just pulled it up and that was nice.
and my sister said, she's like, it's honestly not that bad. I'm like, yeah. Also, thank you for popping in. She says, clear enough to hear. I'm like, all right, cool. Good enough. And then my sister, my other sister, she sent me a picture of her because that new Red Bull flavor's out. The purple one. No, there's the spring edition. Did you see my thing the other day?
I saw the blue one. I didn't see the purple one.
Well, I did a review on the pink one the other day. There was a pink one, and then now there's a purple one that just came out. So a new Red Bull review will probably be popping up tomorrow.
Fuck yes.
Did you see my one that I put up 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I see.
I did. I see
Do you
them
have any
all.
cough drops?
I was explaining the Red
I
Bull
might,
reviews to my
actually.
coworker, and I was like, dude,
I really like
my friend posts a Red Bull review every single time one comes out since like.
So there's this guy I met at a Red Rocks concert. He's from New York. We were tripping mushrooms together. We were having a good time, and
Fuck yeah.
we followed each other.
Thanks, man.
We followed each other on Snapchat, and he literally,
There's some.
so the same thing, Titus, he lives in New York now, and he
No.
literally will send me, he's like, I've been waiting for this, and I fucking met him one time.
Dude, yeah.
I've been waiting for
I'm
this.
always hyped.
We
Dude.
just make sure the cameras are good.
I
we
can just
pull the
somehow
stream.
always feel it too. As soon as I pull it up before you even mention the Red
Stream.
Bull, I'm like, this is a fucking Red Bull review, isn't it?
Okay,
It's because he starts it with, you know what time it is, guys. You know what time it is. We're all here looking
So
forward
yeah, I'll
to
be
it.
doing the review on the purple one. My sister's been finding it, so I'm gonna probably. She said she found it at Target, so I'll probably have to swing to Target and grab one. Anyways, we'll jump back in. Serena, we're jumping back in.
We're back.
So you guys walk into a quick recap, I guess, just to remind you guys. You all woke up on the shore unconscious. You know, various things happened along the way. Some visions were granted to everybody but one specific person. And it's like I said, this is a high magic campaign. And I have a primal, an arcane, and a divine caster. So it worked out real well.
We had to have one basic bitch.
Yeah. We had to have one basic fucking bitch. Anyways, so we hop back into, you guys walk into this cave that's got a primal runic symbol on it, or just like a symbol. And your first immediate glance inside this cave is there's a table in the middle of the room, and it looks like there's like deathly sharp spikes all around, like kind of like a spike growth spell that's permanent. That's like you will take damage.
It's
you
like
know.
it's like these spikes are stone, metal, wooden, living.
They're kind of like stone spikes. Like maybe wind has whipped through this area and
Okay.
has like carved out.
Okay, yep.
You know, these like stone-ish
Just-
spikes.
it was just
Because like this is
when
the
you said
entrance.
spike growth. I was
Yeah.
thinking.
I was just using that as but like this is the
Perfect.
entrance you guys would have walked in. And there would have been a short cave entrance here, and then this is like what you would see. And you don't really like you already have the lantern up, but there still is light coming in from the outside.
You just answered my question.
It's like I've been DMing.
Get out of my-
It's like I've been
Get
DMing
out
for
of
4
my-
years.
So this thing in the middle that we're seeing.
It looks like a table.
okay.
Just at first
Yeah, yeah,
glance,
yeah.
like BB. But again, it's not like fully illuminated in here. You have your lantern, which probably gives you like 30 feet of light, so you can kind of shine it in the area. But to kind of get a good glance of what potentially could be on the table or what's around or under the
You'd
table,
have to get a little
yeah,
closer.
probably.
And the room is like all spikes.
Yeah, the whole room is spiked. Like
How high up is the table?
it's like a table, like right off the ground.
Is it like on something or on?
No, it's just on the ground.
Is there any rocks around that I can pick up?
Yeah, you can pick up easy.
Can I pick up a rock and cast light on it and huck it towards the table to try and see?
Totally, yeah. Just give me a athletics check to see how far you can throw that rock.
Okay. See if I get far enough.
If you get over a 12, you can pretty much get it where you want it.
Okay. No, 9.
9.
Oh,
you
dude.
kind of get it like right here,
But it's supposed to
which
be 40
casts a
feet of
shadow, so it's harder to see on table now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
About how far are these spikes? Are these spikes like
You
perfectly lined up, or does it look like are they kind of like sporadic?
They're kind of sporadic, but it is going to be extremely difficult to be able to walk around them because they're everywhere.
Even with my small, me being so small, will it be?
Yes.
It looks,
You'd have to be a tiny creature,
Tiny,
effectively. Yeah, if you wanted to, like a mouse, to be able to scurry through this, but like a small, medium, large, anything big above small, it would be pretty tough to walk through this. Otherwise, but it is making it a little bit harder to view what might potentially be on the table because
Well,
now
yeah.
you can. It's the light spell. You can always just get rid of it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Is
You
it
can
a
just stop.
concentrate?
No, but I think because you cast it,
Yeah,
I'm
you-
going to say
you
that
just
you can
get-
just turn it off.
Okay.
and then you can try again, right? Because it's a cantrip,
Effectively,
right?
yeah. If you did want to keep trying.
Well, how about
It's
this?
a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give the light to our stronger guy over here, Craig, and see if maybe he can get it.
He
Tossed
casts
over there.
another light spell on a rock and hands it to you.
You just want to get it closer.
Yeah, see if we can get it on the table. See if we can
Bet
see
you
what's
can't get
on
it
there.
on
How
the table.
far away is it?
We're here.
Yeah, it's like
5, 10,
Yeah,
15,
it's like
20, so 25 to 30 feet, give or take.
No,
Okay.
just overall.
How tall is the ceiling too?
Maybe 30, 40 feet.
All right, I'm gonna try and toss the rock up and like.
Arch it?
get
Yeah,
to
just
land
give me an
on the
athletics check.
Guidance.
Heck yeah.
Sure.
D4, right?
I forgot to do that for you, my bad.
Like I said, if you get over a 12, you're pretty much good.
Gotta die. I could have given you
I
that.
got exactly 12 with the guidance.
Yeah, you can just
He
place
said
it
over
right.
12, sorry.
You can place it like right on the way you throw it. It like places right on the table. You know,
All right. Can we
it
tell?
illuminates the table. Yeah,
There's
give
nothing
me,
on the table.
but because it's still a little farther away, give me a perception or investigation check, just to kind of see if you can still glare it. Now the light is giving you the opportunity to make a check at this distance.
A what? Perception
Guidance.
or what?
Oh, here you roll.
Yeah.
Say perception
Oh,
or
it-
investigation. I think it's the same. Oh no, 10.
10. What about you, Mazarin?
6.
6. With a 10, it looks like there is something on the table, but at this distance, it is still hard to make out. There's just one thing on the table besides the rock itself. So yeah,
I was gonna roll.
you guys can. You can just make a perception or investigation check if you want to peep. You're more than welcome to. You don't have to.
I think
Come on,
I think the only way to get there is to like fucking just walk there. Can I don't want to look what's for on the table. I want to look for if I can see if I can designate like a path through these things. If there's like a less pokey way, you know, the least pokiest way there.
Sure. Give me a.
I know it's gonna be kind of hard since I'm so short. I won't be able to see past like the first.
The whole room is almost illuminated at this point, though. Cause
Why? But I also have to think I'm also
He is short.
3 feet shorter than everybody else.
Does anybody have a blunt weapon?
Oh, that's true.
I do.
So you don't have the angle.
I don't have the
Because
angle, so
we
that's-
could just smash our way through the rocks, and I can keep mending your weapon.
That's a good idea.
I
I mean, I have a flail. All right.
I will not be using my spear to smash against
Give
rocks.
me
So-
a.
Yeah, that's a lot that.
Give me a investigation check to see if you can look to see if there's somewhere you can potentially go without hitting one of these spikes.
Could I
Like a path, as you were looking for.
could I try, because I do have a staff, can I like try to put it under and like try it to move it? Instead of like trying to break these things, like try they're
As
probably
you
pretty
try
big.
to dig your staff in the ground, it is hard as shit. It's not like it's not like sandstone where it'll crumble. This is where
That's rock that's-
It's like rock, yeah. It's like
Okay.
it's pretty hard rock.
Gotcha. Okay.
17.
Yeah.
17. You see a spot that you might be able to jump to, but it's very thin, and if you do a smallest miscalculation, you could fall onto one of the spikes. They're not like spikes like this. They're like spikes. You know what I mean? Like where they'll still hurt you, but they're not gonna impale you and like, oh, you're fucking dead, right?
You're stuck there.
Maybe you because you're so small. But you do see a spot where you might be able to potentially jump to
Ooh, maybe
if you roll well enough, effectively.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm debating it.
if you're worried
I don't
about,
think
I
I-
mean, I could always, because I don't know if I can move it, but I can shape water and put it onto whatever spikes you're worried about it, like
Oh,
you
so-
fall
oh,
on.
shape Earth.
Oh,
So it's kinda like- kinda
so
like
then I
baby
get
proofing
wet.
it?
So I get wet and
It'll be ice,
Sweet.
motherfucker.
I think
It'll be ice.
oh, you didn't say ice.
So then
said
you can
water.
slip on it and
Uh-huh,
fall
yeah.
on top of
Oh
the
yeah,
spike.
so then I had a different one.
I
Thinking
think
about baby proofing.
I think
the
if you had
spikes.
like mint or
Whoa,
something
whoa!
like
Why are
that,
you gonna say baby
some
proof?
kind
It's
of
because I'm small.
control in that.
I'm not small. I'm actually pretty tall.
Well,
Yeah, thank you.
I
we
don't
do
think I
have
can
another
jump
cave
far.
that we can go try and explore.
That's also
That's
true.
So we can possibly go see what's in there before we try and tackle this guy. Maybe we'll get something out of
Yeah.
the other cave that'll work.
Is there anything like on the ceiling that we could maybe attach a rope to if we could
Give me a perception
throw
check
a
or investigation
rod
check.
rope or something?
I'll hold my lantern up a little higher, about chest high
12.
for him.
You're not noticing anything right off the bat because there's no like hook on the
Yeah,
fucking ceiling,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If wind is carving through this area, that's creating spikes on the ground.
Maybe just
You see
spikes
on the
like
there's
ceiling,
kind of
too.
spikes on the ceiling, and there's nowhere where you can just like lasso a fucking thing and then tighten it because it'll just fall
Yep,
because of
yep,
the
yep.
angle of the spike, right?
Yep.
With a 12, if you could get somebody up there for an extended like a few minutes and maybe tighten something, maybe, but that's a whole nother scenario.
Okay, hold on. Different track, guys. You said the rune at the front of this was like primal rune or something.
Yeah, you guys.
Isn't that a kind of magic? I don't know a lot about it, but isn't that like a magic source of some kind?
Primal magic would be along the lines of druids, which I don't think we told anybody our classes. We just introduced ourselves.
That's true.
Yeah, you guys probably don't
Well,
know.
he's
it
talking
yet.
about messing with elements, but you sound
Well,
pretty
here's the
water
I
thing.
mean,
ice.
This is
I
kind
mean,
of why
you guys can
this
pretty
is
much guess.
Water ice.
it's so this is kind of what I was talking about in the beginning when I was asking about the message, if it being a druidic message. But
It's
except
not
I-
a message.
No, I know, but yeah. It's just it doesn't say anything. It's just showing that it's
It's a symbol that would mark that this is the primal magics.
okay.
Like there's a primal magic. You know what I mean?
Okay. So yeah, I mean.
No, I'll say, I'm a wizard. I specialize in the arcane. Do we happen to have anybody in the group that specializes in primal magics?
I mean,
That's
I'm a druid, but I don't know if I exactly focus in with that magic.
your magic would be like primal based.
I don't have anything that can.
Yeah, he's a water guy.
Yeah, I know Earth here, so
We could try the arcane one first.
well, let's go take a look at the arcane cave. Maybe we'll have some better luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys wanna-
Wait, hold on, guys.
Got another plan, or are you gonna try and
What's
jump
up,
it?
Ned?
Weren't we just looking for shelter?
I mean,
Yeah,
we
I'm not gonna
definitely-
sleep on these spikes.
I'm just saying, we just crashed. All of us seem like we just crashed from a ship. Some of us swam from a crash ship.
Do we have enough space in the
I
cave to
I don't wanna.
lay out and build
I
a
don't
fire?
wanna. I don't wanna go.
In here?
Yeah.
No.
No, there's spikes all over the ground.
So, then let's go to the other cave and see if that one has at least an area we can sleep.
That's a good idea.
No, I'm just saying. Call me crazy. Seems a little crazy to just wake up and then go explore a cave with a bunch of spikes.
Aren't you curious?
With this movie. Yeah, I mean,
There's
yeah, I'm
something on
curious.
that table.
Curious and quite frankly a little scared. I'll say it. I'm not afraid.
You can't think of a
Come
way to
on.
get to the table
I'm a man.
safely. So.
I gotta go tea.
You're not afraid to be afraid.
Exactly.
I get it. Respect.
You should. Let's go to the other cave.
It sounds like a plan to me.
You guys back out, go to the other cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy
can.
enough. It's only a couple hundred feet across the way. In this area, while you guys are kind of walking around too, if I am, okay, no, come
Can we do a look to see if there's another cave?
Sure, give me a look to see if there's another
A
cave.
third cave?
Can I help him?
Yeah,
Guidance.
perception.
Oh, I got it before you rolled.
Nice.
Add
I
a
did
D4 to that
technically.
roll as well.
And you
Well, it don't really matter. I'm pretty sure I got it with that one. So I got a 3, 19.
Oh, plus a 3?
Yeah, there's a third cave. You look at this cave and there's a third symbol on it.
Who
And this
would've
one
guessed?
kind of has a divine-like symbol on it
Oh,
already.
Who would have guessed?
Uh,
Well, while we're here,
Is there
Yeah.
a fighter cave?
No, no, it's just a bunch of trees with the dirt.
the symbol of swole.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of all of you guys.
Well, we have our next goal, so let's just go to the arcane cave for now and
Mhm.
see what's in there.
You guys
And we can take a look at the other cave.
yeah, you guys can walk into the arcane cave if that's the plan. You still have your lantern going if you want to go in. You're more, but I'm
Yeah,
it's up to
I
you
turn
guys.
it. I turn it off. Walking when we go outside because I won't waste fuel. Because who knows when the next time I'm gonna be able to fill it up is.
Totally.
And then when we get in there, then I'll crank it up.
Yeah, you
But then again, I just never mind.
You was just what?
you guys walk into the next cave. This one looks very similar, but there's no spikes.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. What do we see?
Do you guys walk into the cave
Let's walk in.
and illuminate it with?
Yeah, of course.
There is a table that has. There's another table in the middle. Like it's almost identical, except there's no spikes on it. If anybody wants to do a general once over of it, you're more than welcome to with a perception or an investigation
Does it
check.
seem
Or
a little-
investigation check.
Guidance.
Not-
Does it seem a little too easy? Like there were spikes in the other one.
That's why we're doing a
That's
once
why
over.
we're doing a check.
That's why we're doing a once over, Damon. Good thinking though.
I thought you were looking
I'll
at the
do-
table.
Investigation.
Yeah,
Only.
so 18, and I still have his guidance, right?
So once you use
Six.
it, it's used. But
Okay.
he casts it again. So because it's a cantrip and it's just gonna happen this whole game because that's how.
Because he
That's how it
chose
is.
it.
So 19.
You got a 19, you got a 6?
Yep.
You don't really notice anything that's like catching your eye. Mazrim, you do notice that there are a couple of holes at various areas along the walls in this cave. Along with your investigation check, you do, while you're wandering over this place, on the table you also see what looks to be like a key.
Okay. Are the holes horizontal on the wall?
They're all weird shaped. Like there's one maybe at the bottom, and there's one maybe like middle up, and there's maybe one here, and like here it's like all.
Are they like
There's a bunch.
identical?
No, they're like.
They look
slightly
like
different.
wind-worn?
Yeah, maybe windworn, or something's been going through it to kind of also get some of the rock out of it.
You know, I'm not the smartest man, but I think stuff comes out of those.
Does it look
No.
acid burned? Like something was
You
chewing
make,
through it? Or?
with your 19 investigation check, it doesn't look like an acid burn or something has been chewing through it, but it does look like this is like an entry and an exit hole. And as you are actually kind of like looking at it, and you guys have been spending a few minutes here, you see two eyes open up in the hole, like further in.
Oh
And then you hear
Alrighty then.
How big are the eyes?
it's like small beast size
Like
eyes.
cat sized?
Maybe.
no.
Did we catch any fish?
We ate it.
Yeah, you guys barely caught enough for yourselves.
We're still hungry, but we ate.
I mean, there was guts on the beach
Could eat.
that you flayed because you got this guy who literally was taught how to flay fish 3 days ago.
Squat down and just here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh, God.
Give me an animal handling check.
Two.
You don't want the
Let's
druid
roll
to do
initiative.
that?
You see now from another opening, another set of eyes open up. But nothing's been coaxed out of it.
I'm gonna back it up then.
Let's see.
Doubled the eyes there, Cragen.
Does it,
I'm gonna start walking towards the
anybody know what these things are?
And there's plenty of light in this cave too.
Did you say you started turning around?
Yeah.
As you turn around, you see two kittens, kind of like behind you.
Like
you guys also
like
see
house
them.
cats.
They look like house cats.
Okay, like that size. that shape.
That's
Okay.
not ominous, yeah.
Okay.
I wish we had a fish.
Swallow you whole,
How
bro.
many cats are here? It's 2 in the wall, 2 are here.
Yeah, so there's 4 kittens.
Are
Can
they just
we tell
standing
if
there? Are
they're-
they approaching me?
Can we tell if they're actually kittens?
I mean, they look like kittens. I mean, if you want to make a,
I don't have anything for this except for.
I guess if you want to make an investigation check on the kitten, you can.
I could talk to them.
You have animal?
I do.
Okay.
You should maybe
Do it.
I don't know. Maybe,
Alright.
maybe try it if you want to. I don't know. I know it's gonna cost a spell.
But I'm not worried about the spell. I'm. What if they're not? Okay, I'm gonna cast it.
You
Do they
cast.
have the
Uh,
ritual thing outside of combat, or
Yes, but it's not.
They
it takes
do,
10 minutes.
but
Okay.
it takes 10 minutes, and you have to kind of. It has to say in the spell,
okay?
right? Yeah.
Mine does have. It is ritual, but I'm not gonna wait 10 minutes.
You're not gonna wait 10 minutes. You're just cast it.
Perfect thing.
You cast a spell, and you try to talk to this thing.
They don't talk back, do they?
What do you say to it?
Hi, kitty.
You just hear another meow. And there's no response in.
Yep,
that
I
you
thought so.
understand.
In common, I'm gonna go. These aren't cats.
Let's roll initiative. Let's get everybody. Will roll initiative here.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Initiative is 20.
A D20 and then add your initiative
Yeah,
bonus.
which-
Yes.
A lovely 1. So I have a lovely 4. Looks like I'm going last.
I got 16.
Ned, what'd you get?
12.
12. Cragen, you got 16. Mazrim, you got
4.
and then
13.
13.
Alright, extra last.
Well, don't worry. There's a few cats in you.
There will be something in between.
Uh-huh.
We're about to get
That
mauled.
All the mages.
Well, we know there's at least 4 that we can tell are around.
Mm-hmm.
And where's the mom?
The one that you try to talk to
Is first.
is first.
So,
Yeah.
let's do
And
it.
it jumps out at you, and you see these tentacles come out of its back and make an attack on you. We can set this up now too,
Do you
just so
wanna-
you know.
Oh
you guys
my
can
God.
just don't worry about the spikes. You guys can just put your characters out wherever they would be. Like remember, there's holes along the
Where were the
walls.
eyes?
Just put your thing there, and I'll say that's where a hole was at.
Okay.
Right?
I was approaching to.
I don't think I moved anywhere.
You would have been like maybe like looking in a hole because you were investigating a
Yeah.
hole. It could be anywhere. We can just say it was one of these ones here. You would also be
That's-
closer to a
okay.
hole, and this one's gonna lash out on you. And that's the one you do see one like
I guess
in
not.
here, Caleb.
Okay.
And let's make an attack roll
Painted characters coming soon.
for a natural 1.
Yeah, is there any other animals?
As
around?
it slashes at you, this tentacle comes down and tries to wrap your leg. You just pick it up out of the way. Cragen, what would you like to do? Put on some bad music.
There's just the one out, or there's 2 out?
You just see that. You just see that one right there.
I can only see the one because it's in the cave.
It's in the
and
cave.
I'm looking right at it.
Let's do this, so that way it kind of represents the whole, right? You know what I mean? It looks. You see 2 more kittens. So, is that what you were trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones. Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like this, something like this. They're not that big. They're about this size.
Okay.
I just don't have any more hyenas that I could find.
Didn't he turn around?
They're not
and there
hyenas. That's just the smallest thing I have.
He turned around and there were 2 behind him, right?
Yeah, so those are the 2 behind him. This
Okay.
one's facing behind you, and this one's facing behind him.
Sneaky little
I'm gonna
bastards.
take out my greatsword and slice the fuck out of it.
Sure, dude. Go for it.
Where's your greatsword?
Over there.
Over there.
With your hand?
You have disadvantage on this strike.
I already rolled shit. 10.
10 would miss. I think you have an ability with your greatsword, though. If you miss.
Oh yeah, I do. I can still hit him for some damage.
Oh, nice, dude.
Is it
Equal to the ability
Mastery. He's got a
modifier.
mastery, yeah.
So I kind of barely miss him as I try and hit, but I still kind of nick him for 5 damage.
You nick it for 5 damage. As your blade goes through it, it completely passes through this kitten.
What the fuck? Is there a fighter cave?
And my character doesn't notice shit because he's
Yeah, you're looking
yellow.
exactly. Yeah. That brings us to Damon. What would you like to do?
I would like. Did I see his attack just go straight through?
No, because it's behind you.
Yeah,
You're not
you're facing
facing
the wrong
the
way.
way.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
facing the wrong
The
way.
only one that would have would be
Yep.
Ned.
Yeah, Ned probably.
Can I
what
say
the
after
fuck?
I hit that it went right through him?
Sure, absolutely.
It went right through him, guys.
Went right through. Alright,
I gotta stretch my arm out because the tattoo.
I'm gonna do. Let's do an acid splash on him.
Sure. Give me an attack roll for acid splash.
I think. Well, it's a.
If it's a ranged attack, then you have disadvantage because it's in your threat range.
Okay. But I
No,
don't. have,
you make a dexterity
Oh.
saving throw.
yeah. Oh, okay. That,
You gotta tell me that.
new class. I'm learning.
So just
16.
You passed.
I rolled kind of high.
So whatever I do,
So-
I always just put
Oh, gotcha.
whatever you're.
So is it half?
No, because it's a cantrip.
Oh, yeah,
So
you're good.
all or nothing.
It's all of
Okay,
it.
so that will miss.
Yep.
I'm gonna
I missed two. I had a natural one.
I'm gonna turn around thinking that I'm gonna leave.
Totally.
then,
And you see the other
I
one?
see the other one. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh god.
Nettle be it's your turn.
My turn.
I mean, you don't leave its threatened range, do you? I didn't think so. Nettle be it's your turn.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take a step over here.
Yeah, in between him. Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Like kind of in between them.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna raise my shield up in my spear, and then I'll put the butt of my spear on his back, and I'll cast resistance on him,
Okay.
and it will be resistance to.
You saw it lash out with a tentacle. You saw this one lash out with
Is
a
that
tentacle.
slashing or is that bludgeoning damage? I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
We won't know until somebody gets hit.
I'm gonna say slashing damage.
Got
so,
it.
Like
so until the end of my next turn, if it's slashing damage, you only take half. or wait, or do you just take a D4 off of it?
I think it's a D4.
It's just take a D4 off of it. Okay. If you
Yeah.
take sla-
I
next
will
slashing
roll a
damage.
D4 with it.
Okay.
End your turn.
Yes, sir.
This one's go is going to jump out and make an attack at you, Caleb, or
Oh, boy.
Nazrim.
With my whole lovely 11 armor class.
It's a 13 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
You take 2 bludgeoning damage
God damn it!
and 2 piercing damage.
God damn it!
Boy, half my health!
Yeah, dude, level 1 combat sucks. Don't worry, we'll level up at the end of this.
if we live.
Yeah.
No, I meant like at the end of the session today.
If we live.
Yeah. That ends its turn. You're up, Nazrim.
Alright, well,
So yeah,
I heard.
you take 4 points of damage. I know, Mad. You chose, or Mad. There it is.
Yeah,
There it is.
he's the first one.
Ned, you chose. You literally could have chose piercing or bludgeoning damage,
I know.
and you chose slashing.
I heard Kragan say that everything passes through it, so would I be able to do a Arcana check to see if I can recognize the creature, or
Because you're learned in arcane, and this is an arcane area, I will give you a check for free. Yes. You
Okay.
can go ahead and roll an Arcana check, and just let me know what you got.
21.
You have heard of these in your studies.
Brain.
This is
What is that?
a younger
What is
version of a displacer beast. This is the
Oh,
displacer beast
boy.
kitten.
I didn't hear it.
And you know that one of the innate abilities of a displacer beast is it can create illusions of itself. That makes sense why it would have went through. Its attack would have totally. You need to find the right one.
Awesome.
You just got hit by one. You're assuming you know which one is an actual
Okay.
kitten.
So I'll let the guys know of my discovery that we're dealing with displacer beast kittens. We need to find the real ones and attack
What
those.
the fuck is a displacer beast?
Kitten.
A fun little creature that likes to make illusions.
So you have an attack. And then as you play Baldur's Gate, if you leave its threatened range, it will attack you again. Which
Of
I don't
course.
recommend doing because you've already taken half of
Yeah.
it. They do 4 points of damage. There's no I don't roll on here because they tried to modify the attacks on this, so this one just does straight damage. I don't roll for the damage. I just roll
So I will do Thunder Wave.
perfect.
So I need to roll 2d8.
Do I need to make a saving throw? What's the thunder
think so.
wave?
Let me
What's the?
I think it's
a
dexterity or it's a
Strength.
constitution.
Con 13.
Okay. 15, dude. Yep, I'm rolling really high for these guys, but it's
So
a
you
level
still
one
take half.
damage. Yep, because it's you're casting an actual spell
Okay,
here.
so
So 2d6 here.
8
Nice.
and 1.
So 9 halved will round up to 5, or will round down to 4. Actually, it's round down if I'm not mistaken. So this thing takes 4 points of damage, and you watch as it got hit with something. Is its illusion fades, and it can't.
Do I add any modifiers to that?
No. Magic, you usually don't have modifiers that get added to it because it's already strong as shit
Okay.
as is.
Okay.
But you just dealt. You look this thing as looking already pretty hurt with
Okay.
that. That ends.
Alright, so I need to check a spell slot.
Yep. That ends its turn. Another kitten, an actual kitten appears with a with another kitten. You don't know which one is the right one. We'll just use. Yeah, just use one of those.
Where's your kitten at?
Can you use this lobster?
Yeah, use the lobster.
It's about that size anyway.
They're like right next to each other. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much is exactly. So 2 more pop out. That's its movement to get out of the wall and to get into that position. We go back to the top of the round. It is this one's go again. It is going to shift around here and take a tentacle strike on you. No, it's going to be on you again. These things aren't that smart.
I got you.
Natural 2.
Right.
I can roll high on my saving throws, but my attack rolls are abysmal. Except the one on you, I guess. That brings us to your turn, Kragen. No,
Yeah.
you're next.
I'm gonna run up to this one.
Totally.
Is it this one?
Yeah. That one makes an attack on you as to keep the illusion alive, but it phases right through you, of course.
Nice.
Can I? 18.
18 hits.
Try and just kind of stab through it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You're about to fucking obliterate this thing.
Oh, yeah.
If he gets his hands on one of these kittens, they're dead.
Oh, yeah.
He's just grabbed it. Just, you're gonna choke the kitten now? Okay, it's got tentacles. It's a weird cat.
12 damage.
Oh yeah, dude. You fucking
Bye-bye.
vaporize this. Here, we'll get rid of the lobster, please. Now that's that. Yep. You literally like stab this thing into the wall, and it makes out like, and it falls. It's dead.
You alright, man?
You want to move or anything?
Not really, but
5,
hopefully
10,
we can
15, 20, 20. You have 5 feet of movement left. Damon, what do you want to do?
Alright, let's try some out. I'm gonna do. Let's do frostbite on the one that just tried to attack me. I need a Constitution saving throw.
This one will hit. I got a 6.
Okay.
Nice.
I think it's just one. Yeah, it's just 1d6 of cold damage.
Yep.
So it quadruples, right?
Uh,
3 points.
3 points of damage. You watch as this is hit with an attack now. This illusion fades out. That brings us to Nettleby. Nettleby, right? That's how you pronounce it?
Nettleby,
Yep.
yeah.
Ned, you're up.
Ned. Ned'll swing around with his spear and try to.
You're no longer resistant to the shit that didn't matter.
But it worked because he missed.
Twice.
Yep. And he'll swing around with his spear and just try to slash into this thing.
Yep, go for it.
If you roll a natural one.
Oh, please roll a natural one. I like to natural ones. They
Did you?
Oh,
It was
we did.
close.
2?
So Caleb, for you, if I like the balance of natural ones and 20s. So if you get a 20, you get a crit. Obviously, that's just normal rules. But a lot of DMs, when a natural one comes around, it's just you failed. I like to add consequences
Critical
to that.
failure.
So if there is somebody around you and you're doing a
You'll whack
melee
them.
attack, you're gonna whack them. If you're making a ranged attack and you're shooting past one of your buddies, you're gonna shoot them. and I make them make another attack roll, so it's not like, oh, it's just gonna hit your buddy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Oh wait, what'd you get?
I missed.
Okay, yeah, you
Unless
missed.
a 3 hits.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, I would be surprised. And then for my bonus action, I'll lean over to David and say, "Power of Hell protects you."
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
You
Does that mean I'm gonna
protected-
die?
End your turn.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn.
They attack you at the same time, so that way you don't know which one's which, right? Natural 17 for a non-natural 20 to hit.
Yep.
You take 4 points of damage, 4 bludgeoning, and 4 piercing. That brings us to Mazrim. You're up.
Alright. I will just do Ray of Frost on the closest one that I can see.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just because
Which
I don't
should
even know
be-
which one's which. I'm gonna roll a d20. The real one is going to be the 11 or higher. And
Big one's a low number.
yes, but I'm gonna roll for this, and if this is I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna roll for this one first, and if it's 11 or higher, that's the real one. If it's not, then it's the other one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one do you want to hit?
The one nearest me.
Okay, so this one right here.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it. What do I? Are you rolling? What attack are you doing?
I'm doing Ray of Frost, which
Okay.
is just
Yep, it's an attack roll.
so I need to do an attack roll.
Yeah, so roll that, and then add the Ray of Frost modifier that's next to it.
Okay, so it would be
D20, and then
Oh,
add.
D20.
Yeah, roll a D20, and then add whatever the modifier is next to it.
okay, so 8, so 13.
13 hits,
Okay, and then I
and
need to roll
you
for
watch. This damages it.
damage. Okay.
Heck yeah, so that's one.
I rolled a 10.
Oh,
Just barely.
Nice.
That means it was the fake.
How much damage?
You went with the real one
sorry.
first pass.
Yeah, you're good. 1d8.
5.
It was
No,
the
it's
fake
the
one.
real one.
I need the fake
That's the
one.
real one. No, that's the real one.
Yeah,
Yeah, he hit the real one.
disappeared.
The fake one just
He hit the
disappeared.
one that was
Remember, I said if I roll an 11 or higher, this
Oh,
is
he
it.
was
If
going
it's
for
a
the-
10 or
he was
lower,
going
it's
for the-
this.
He was going
Yep.
for the close one.
Yep.
This is him.
Yeah.
That brings us
Yeah,
back to
all
the
the
top of the
stuff.
round. It's this one that's in heavy combat. You just damaged it, right?
Yeah.
Or was it
No,
you?
there was two.
I missed.
And you
I damaged
so
it,
it's
but-
gonna keep clawing at you with its or tentacling at you.
But the one I hit disappeared.
Yeah,
Okay.
it projects an illusion. So
Okay,
this
okay.
this is the one that's still fighting you. For a 17 to hit, you take 4 points of damage. 4 piercing, 4 bludgeoning.
I'm down. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. Cregan, you're up.
Where do I change that?
Well, I'm gonna turn to this one next to me and just try and
Are you-
stab my squeeze sword.
I'll
down
have to
into
take
it.
a look.
Are you on the app?
Yeah.
Or are you on the website?
I'm
So-
on the app.
So I used the app when we first started. It was super hard to navigate.
There we
There
go.
you go.
I think,
Yep, there you go.
I think the browser's wide.
Cregan, you're up.
I
I
tried to
rolled
use the
a
app.
21
Hits?
to
It was
hit,
super
and
hard
I'm
to
just gonna
use.
take my great sword and stab it down into this cat.
And yeah, you totally.
Like the web
Roll
browser.
damage.
Ooh. 11 damage.
Oh yeah, it's cooked. Damon, what would you unless you want to move?
Two came out over here. One came out.
It doesn't look like
I'm
there's
gonna
any
move
more
across
coming.
the-
Yeah. Damon, you're up.
Okay. Since there's something on me, let's.
And then Ned, you're on deck.
Yes, sir.
This one's already looking hurt. You've already hit it, so
Let's just use the staff. We're gonna take a smack at it.
Sure.
A little bonk.
Little
his AC
bonk
is
on-
12. No,
bonk
we're
on
on
the
the last
noggin.
one.
That's an 11. So.
It's like you just missed.
Alright. I'm gonna stab it with my spear here. Or try to anyways.
Yeah, dude, go for it.
I need
AC
12 or higher.
AC 12.
Nope.
You guys are all like shit. The other two are dead. That brings us to you, Mazrim, and then
Okay.
it's back to the displacer kitten.
Alright, I'll do Ray of Frost again at it. Do I have a clear enough line of
Oh,
sight?
you can even do this.
Okay, yeah.
You have 30 feet of movement. You can move.
I need-
over.
I have 35, sir.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wood elf,
Well,
got that mending from that wood elf.
So, 21 to hit.
that totally hits. Roll damage. Roll high. Roll high here.
8.
Fucking cooks it, dude.
Hooray!
Because its turn was
Oh,
next, and
there
it
we
totally
go.
could have done another 4 points of damage to all you guys. So that brings us out of combat. You can change music. We can, but you literally freeze this one in its place. Its tentacles fall off, and it just, but yeah, you look around the holes, and it looks like there's no more coming out.
Nice. I'm gonna
First combat.
walk to
Craig
the table.
eviscerated two, and I froze the other.
I hit one.
I'm gonna walk to the table. I'm gonna.
I didn't do shit.
DM.
Yes,
I'm
sorry.
gonna walk to the table and grab the key.
You can easily.
I'll walk closer to the table as well, and I'll tell him to hold on, and we'll do a quick investigation.
Sure,
to
go
make
for
sure
it.
it's not
Alright,
going to
hey.
explode in his face.
I'm not against that at all.
I'll bring the lantern a little
I'll help
closer.
him.
So what I do?
So you have
Investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah, and you have advantage.
Advantage?
Yes.
And a guidance. Oh, you already rolled. Dang it.
Yeah, no.
Put on the draw, dude.
Investigation's a 4.
Looks safe enough.
Dang.
Or actually 5, but still.
It looks safe
You give
enough.
him guidance.
I tried already. He
Oh.
Even if you got a 4 on that, you
Looks good.
my shit's always at base 10.
Alright, I'm gonna
So,
grab it if he says it looks good.
Alright.
You grab it. Grab the key.
What does it look like?
It looks like a weird shaped. You can only picture it that's kind of like a key because it looks like that in a sense, but it's not like a traditional fucking key, right? It's kind of large. You don't know what this goes to yet, but you can kind of make out like this is some kind of like key, effectively, without just trying to not to confuse anybody.
I'll give it to Mazrim. I guess this is your cave, so.
Well, we don't know
It
that.
does have an arcane symbol on this.
Okay. Well, I'll agree to that since he thinks it should work with me.
And you're the only other one who could kill one of those.
True.
This is the good half of the table, the attack half of the table. This is the not the attack half of the table.
We'll go with that. I'll go ahead and say that, since this cave had
long lives.
Displacer Beast kittens in it, we probably don't want to be around for when Mama shows up, so we should probably head to the other cave.
I like that
That's
plan.
true, these were kittens, like you said. But
So
don't
yeah,
you think
this is where you
gonna-
guys came in. There's an opening still.
Mm.
Very much like the other
I mean-
cave, there was also another
Does it
opening
go
that
like
went
deeper?
further.
Or does it
Yeah,
just,
further in.
oh, we could go deeper. The
Yeah,
key
this is
probably
like
goes to
key.
something deeper.
Yeah.
But like you said, the mama's probably.
But yeah, we can all just come out. You guys are-
Well, I am in this for the adventure, so I say fuck it, let's go for it.
Alright, let's go deeper then.
you guys go deeper in the cave.
I'm gonna.
Does everybody else agree?
You want to get some light up in here?
Sure, yeah, I'll be there.
I'll light, put a little light on my staff as well.
Totally. Yeah, you guys are well illuminated. There's no issues with, because as you go deeper in the cave, the light from the outside, the sun stops shining further in here, and you do need this light because it is dark. There's no torches. There's nothing. And as you guys keep going, you do come to a section. It's maybe like 100 feet further along the line, where you come to a section where it splits off into 3 different ways.
Oh.
Never mind.
You're smart enough to know that one of the ways that it splits off to would lead back to would lead to the primal cave, because it's just the direction it goes and the way you walked from the primal cave and you've already been over there. It looks like that's probably going to head to that,
So there's
because
like
you
2
knew that there
paths
was.
off of this?
There's 3 paths. He is he's
We're on the
kind of
4th.
determined. Yeah, he's kind of determined that one of them will go back to the primal cave.
So if we've determined one will go to the primal cave,
Let's not go to that
I
one.
was gonna say if I don't,
Wait.
because then we can get a better look
we'll
at it
see
from
if
the
there's
other
another. See if maybe there's a path on the other side.
Yeah.
Maybe might be a key on that table too. We might
Yeah.
need it actually.
Okay.
There's-
So why don't we head to the
Let's check
primal
out.
side?
Let's check out the divine one first. We haven't been there yet.
Well, we don't
If
know
you guys want to.
which will lead to the divine one yet.
Fuck, that's true.
We only know which one goes to the primal.
But we did find the divine cave.
You
too.
did, and
True, we do know its general
You,
location.
you could use basic reason and deduction of probably saying that this path will likely go to that one because you have already found the divine cave. So you have now pretty much determined that the left side goes to the primal, the right side goes to the divine, behind you goes to the arcane, and forward goes deeper into this cavern.
Okay.
You guys are literally the arcane one is literally the crossroads.
Yeah, so there's
You guys got
1,
lucky with
2,
that one.
3,
Yeah.
something in the center.
Correct. You guys are in the center, and you guys could just go straight further in, or you go back to the other 2 caves.
Let's
It's up
hit
to
the
you.
divine. I feel like we should. If they're all keys, we should probably get them all before we go deeper.
Alright, well, let's take a look at the divine cave. Sounds like sound reasoning to me.
Yeah. You guys want to walk just walk into the divine cave, or do you kind of want to stay
I
on the
wanna try and
outskirts?
check it out before we like.
So
get in.
effectively, you're gonna kind of be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me an investigation or a perception. Well, give me a perception check because you can't really investigate from this far out. If anybody else wants to do that, they're more than welcome to as well.
I'll help him out with the perception.
My perception sucks. So.
Oh, a whole lovely 3, so no.
21.
21.
All
So,
right, somebody
You
crush
do
it.
see,
There you go.
kind of with a quick glance of the cave, it is kind of dark, but you are illuminating this half of it, and the sun is illuminating the entrance of it. You do see a skeleton that is kind of like leaning up against one of the walls.
Okay, stay away from the walls for now.
It kind of looks like a skeleton
Yeah.
in the sense, but it looks like some kind of decrepit body.
How many of us were wounded in that last battle?
I think 3 of the 4 of you.
3 of the 4 of you?
I'll be okay.
I'll suggest that we just take a short rest real quick to... If the last cave is any indication what might happen in this one, we should probably...
Unless
Be
someone can
full
heal
up.
us a little bit, Mr. Temple Boy.
I mean, I can do a little bit, but I think it's better used
Don't worry about me.
just doing it and saving it for when we really need it.
That's true.
Versus when it's just like,
If
I
we're
gotta
gonna do that, we
go-
should back up a ways, cause
Yeah, get a little bit further away from the cave and the little cross connection and maybe...
Well, I mean,
sit for.
I'm pretty fast. I was fast as in my my church. So I'm just
There's
saying.
no way anyone.
I
at
could
your
just
church
run in
was
there
that
real quick
fast.
and grab the key and run out. I'm just saying.
There's no way anyone at your church was that fast.
What was the average age?
What was the
I
average
mean,
height?
I'm just. That's what I'm saying. I'm that
Don't
fast.
you have 25 feet of movement over there?
Yeah, he's the fastest.
pretty fast? So I'm saying I can just
He's
run in.
Fastos from Eternals.
I can just run in, grab it.
My money would be
Fastos
on
wasn't
the
fast.
elf,
He was the artificer.
pretty down. Yeah,
You
if
guys-
we want to rest, I think we should just back up quite a ways.
You guys rest. I'll run in, grab
We
it
don't
real
want to
quick,
disturb
run out.
anything in here.
I mean, if that's what you're gonna do, I might as well go do the same thing from the primal one on the way back, or on the backwards way.
Well, how are we?
We still don't know how to get past the spikes.
But what if there's a better?
I forgot to mention to you.
True.
And this would have survived.
I got a vision.
No. In the storm, it would have survived the storm, but because of your background, you did have 1 potion of healing. Because that was those were the things that you would smuggle, right?
Yeah.
So you
That's true.
do have 1 potion of healing, just you.
Okay. Who got hurt in that? I just saw you.
I'm at half health.
He's-
You get hit.
He's
yeah.
he's got a good scratch along his leg.
Yeah.
You know, like some tentacle marks and some
There's
spikes.
two,
I
yeah,
have
2
a-
bludgeoning, 2 piercing.
I do
so-
have a potion. I'll give it to you, Medicine.
Okay.
You kind of deserve it.
Thank you.
The Lord help protects me. No damage.
Potion 1d4, 1d6.
1d4
plus 1.
+4.
It's 2d4 plus 2. If I'm not mistaken.
For
That's
For a
Basic
potion? Yeah,
potion?
for basic. Yeah, it goes 2d4, then I think it goes 4d4, then 8d4, and then like
Just pull out the health potion, Wallace.
yeah, because I don't know what it
2d4
is.
plus
2d4 plus 2. Yeah. I usually roll the health potions just so you know.
Okay,
So I'm
that
gonna
makes
roll-
sense.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2 here. You
I-
full health.
Yeah,
9 health. You get
Yeah.
9
I
healing.
know what you're talking about that
I'm gonna use a.
Even if I rolled a 1 and 1, you get plus 2. You only lost 4 health. You'd be at full health.
9. Heal.
So yeah, you're back to full health. You see that those bludgeoning marks and the spikes that come with it, the slashes that came with it, they're gone. Straight up just gone.
Can I use a second wind to get some health back?
You absolutely can use a second one to get health back.
Can I have that empty bottle?
Sure. Don't see why I need to
Write
carry
an
it
empty
around.
vial on your thing. Don't.
Well, I
don't.
got
In your inventory, write it down.
full HP.
Got
Back to full health, I'm assuming, Kragan, as well?
Alright. Alright, Damon, are we good with you staying
how
at the
you-
health you're at, or
Yeah, I'm good. I'm used to getting cuts and scrapes. This one's a little bigger than all the other ones I've ever gotten. I'm used to it. I'll be okay.
Yeah, that was definitely the wildest creature.
Alright, Ned, just keep an eye on him then. Since
Yeah.
he is the only one left with wounds.
Maybe just
Is that a
stay
sissy?
behind me or something.
Never seen cats.
I'm gonna put my greatsword like back and take out a flail.
Sure.
So
So which one are we going to then?
All
like,
kind of
we all like this basically.
I'll kind of lead the way in.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that
not a
makes
bad
sense.
idea because you are
Yep,
the
yep,
divine
yep.
guy.
Just because I'm small, don't forget about me, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, you just barely get to.
Now there's another skeleton kind of like leaning up against this one.
You said leaning up against it, not laying down on the ground.
It's hard, dude.
Pretty good, dude. Okay.
There was only two.
What-
There's a third one.
With my light, do I see something on the table like a key, perhaps?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
No need to roll for it anymore. You know what you're looking for. You see it.
I'm gonna walk up and grab it.
As you walk up and grab it, and everybody roll initiative.
Yay.
Can I move up like beside the table?
Oh boy, a lovely 2.
Oh man.
I can't literally get any lower than that.
I'll
Ned?
have to switch dice. I'm gonna go with that 22.
22. Kragan?
18.
18. Mazrim, you got 2.
Yeah, I got a natural 1.
Damon?
Oh my god.
This is the only time natural 1 isn't terrible.
I
because There's no
know.
critical fail for
I
it.
got 13.
13.
Is
All right.
You missed the
Nettleby.
first round.
Nettleby, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna turn around to the guy and say, "Let's get the fuck out of here." 5, 10,
Can you just leave?
15. I can.
You see that skeleton that's right along the table, like grabs the table and like picks itself up, and as its jaw like starts going.
Yeah, eat me even more. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh my.
Oh, fuck, what is that right here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
My god.
End your turn.
Yes, sir.
Fucking scary.
Kragan, you're up.
Scaredy.
These two are also moving as well. They're all standing now. That's like the start of a combat.
I want to like jump up on the table.
Sure, give me an athletics check. Roll a natural 1.
Fuck you.
Dude, that happened in fucking
18.
Fantasy High in their
Jumps
first
and
season.
slips,
They were trying to jump all over the tables, dude. And two of the characters died that combat because they were fucking around.
Jesus.
Died. Like, they died that combat.
What's the very first
Very first episode. It was fucking incredible.
That's fucked up.
No free
I got an 18, so I jump up there.
Easy.
I'm gonna freaking
With
flail
its
on
flail,
top of this dude's
absolutely.
head. For a 7.
Misses.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, misses. Its armor class is an 8.
Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, it's a skeleton, dude. So
Yeah.
that one's gonna go. It's gonna kind of come over to the side of the table and take a strike on you with its like nasty necrotic claws. Yeah,
That
exactly.
was so fast, you guys didn't see me come back. You guys are still running there.
Natural 19. No, I'm just kidding.
You're out of my peripheral.
It was a 16. It's a non-natural 19. 16 plus 3.
Yeah, that hits.
This one I do roll for damage. So
Dude, can you roll a natural 20?
you roll. You take 2 slashing damage and 1 divine damage. So 3 overall.
Why the hell is a skeleton dealing divine damage?
I have different. If anybody's watching knows D&D, I have 3 new damage types, and that's kind of my thing. When I'm doing this thing. So
Is this thing 3s?
3 points of damage.
Yeah, gotcha.
That brings us to Damon. What would you like to do?
We're gonna go ahead and do.
This one's.
We're
this
not
one's-
running.
Yeah, no, I'm not running. Yeah, that's me.
You can make it to either or.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up here.
Hey, these ones don't have an illusion, so you're not gonna waste your strike on something unless you miss.
Yeah, good.
And I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit him with my staff.
Yep, go for it. 8. You need an 8.
7.
Don't
Don't tell me what I need.
Good times.
One's gonna take a strike back on you because it's turn now.
Uh-huh.
19 as well, and then the next one's gonna go is gonna come right over here. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's gonna come to you and also take a strike on you, Mazrim. 4, and 11.
Say 3 points.
11 is my armor class.
It meets it, beats it. Then
That
yeah,
means it
meets
hits.
it, beats it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna roll dice for you first. You take 3 points of damage, 2 slashing
That's
damage,
so
and
weird.
1 divine damage. And Mazrim, you take 4 points of damage, 3 slashing damage, 1 divine damage.
Well, it's a good thing I fucking healed.
Mazrim, it's your turn.
All right.
Yeah, and
Since
you would have
he's-
been knocked unconscious right there. Yep, 4 points of damage.
That one hurt a little.
Since he's at point blank range again, I might as well use.
It's this part. See it? It's if I gotta stretch my arm out because my tattoo. It's new still.
Since he's at close range again, I'll use Thunder Wave.
Totally.
So let's see. That was I just roll.
You
You roll a
yes,
con
I roll.
save.
I roll a
13.
con save. I fail.
Okay.
5. Oh, my bad. 4.
So now I roll damage, right?
Yes, you roll damage. 2d8 or 2d6 or something.
So 3 and 4,
So-
You almost obliterate this.
and I push it back 10 feet.
yes, you do.
Nice. And now you can move without getting attacked. If you want
So
to.
I will move.
Ned, you're up.
Back to where I'm
I'll
at.
move
bro?
over here just to get further away.
Yep. Ned, you're up.
Okay, Ned's up. Okay, I'm gonna take
Keep
it-
running?
No, I'm gonna turn around.
Why are we running?
Yeah, why are we running? And then I'm
You
gonna,
can say that as a free action.
sure. And then I'm gonna. Actually, I guess I gotta take a step back.
You see, this one's in shambles. Like this one is barely
Oh.
even standing.
my kind of target. I'm gonna shoot it with a sacred flame. Can you-
Easy. One, you have your lantern up in one hand,
Yeah.
and then you can shoot.
Yep. It comes out of my spear. Out of my spear.
Is
That's-
it an attack roll or defense range?
Yeah, 12 dexterity.
16. I rolled
Yeah, I
a,
don't
I rolled
kill-
a 15.
I don't even kill the one in shambles.
Nope.
And then I have
Mind you, when I'm rolling
5
saving,
feet.
you better
10,
attack this thing because
15.
my saving rolls are on
So
point
you just
right now.
fuck off.
Reagan, you're up.
I'm not gonna leave.
Can I do like a
I'm getting
people's
out of there.
elbow on this skeleton from the table?
The most electrifying.
Yeah, I guess. Are you trying to do like actually use your elbow?
Yeah, hit him right on the
That would be an unarmed.
Right on the
That would be an
skull.
unarmed strike.
That's
you know what I
fine,
mean?
Yeah. Natural one.
You break your
Oh,
elbow.
yes.
Because you jump off the table, you're gonna take some damage here because you fucked your elbow up. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you smack your elbow on the ground,
God damn
and
it.
you're prone.
Oh, now he gets advantage on his attack. You ding dong.
Bro, you're a fighter, not a monk.
That's gonna take an attack on you at advantage. For a 17 to hit,
He's gonna multi-class
Yeah,
level
it's-
2.
3 more points of damage. Damon, you're up.
Cool.
It's a good thing you healed as well.
Okay.
I mean, you would only be at 1 HP, but
As I hear a thud behind me.
Yeah, you hear thud.
I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit this guy, cause I got to, you know.
Let me get on your board
That's
there.
better.
8.
Never mind.
yeah, you're good.
That'll hit.
8. You guys have an overwhelming higher probability of hitting these things than Displacer Beats kids, and you
Yeah.
still can't.
Yeah, we
Yes.
suck.
It's awesome.
We suck. You don't have to point
Why
it
do you
out.
think I ran away?
Because you're a bitch.
Because
No,
I know
it
better.
has 2 options that I know. 1d6 plus 1 and 1d8 plus 1.
One's one-handed, one's two-handed.
Are you two-handed?
Okay, so I'm two-handing. So it'd be
Yeah, you're not holding anything, so that's fine. Yeah, you can two-hand this thing. Roll high.
Yeah.
This thing's
You
got
need a 7, man.
1
Oh,
plus
dude.
1. 2.
Yeah.
Dude, nice damage, dude.
With a staff,
Yeah.
that's bludgeoning,
Yeah.
which I believe skeleton.
This is so slightly different. Yeah, this isn't an actual skeleton. I'm just using a different
Big
stat.
ass skeleton.
Yeah, different stat block.
I thought you were gonna talk shit or something.
This one's go now is gonna take a strike back at you.
Oh, bye guys.
Misses for a 12.
Yeah, that hits.
Does it?
Yeah.
He has a 12.
4 points of damage.
And I'm down.
Awesome.
That's why you don't run.
You're down.
Absolutely.
I made my action to grab. Oh, fuck.
No, you grab and then I started combat,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you would have an action.
Great.
13. Oh, I mean, my bad. 14 to hit for
Yes,
you.
sir.
Okay. 11 plus 3 does not hit. Mazrim, your turn.
All right.
You watch your buddy go down. He gets slashed, and there's like this divine energy kind of crackling through his body, along with this claw mark across his chest.
Magic guy. That's your friend, bud.
I can help him up for an action, right? But it only puts him at 1
So
HP.
that's a Baldur's Gate thing.
No,
So
okay,
you
that's
can-
only that.
You need a
Okay.
healer's kit.
Got
Can
it.
you do a
Yeah.
I had a feeling there's going to be a lot of those instances.
Oh,
where
he could
it doesn't cross over.
stabilize you.
Yeah.
He could do a medicine check to stabilize you, but you're not
But
gonna.
it
You
wouldn't
don't have 1
pick me
HP.
up.
Yeah,
Well-
it just prevents you from doing death saves.
Exactly.
I know the one near Ned is wounded, so I'll
Fucked up.
turn around and Ray of Frost at
Okay,
it.
good. 8. All you need is an 8.
7.
No.
Wait,
6.
With your bonus?
Yeah, that's with my bonus.
Is
Is
that a
6.
natural one?
Natural 1. Do I
Oh,
hit him?
no.
Or is he a little out of line of
No,
sight?
he's
No.
Roll again.
Okay.
He's got a high AC.
Is it 7?
13.
Misses. Don't
Well,
worry.
that's plus 5, though.
Oh.
So 18. That's gonna hit. Roll damage.
Sweet! This is going great.
Someone's doing damage.
7.
Jeez.
Oh man.
He's got 2
fuck.
HP
Creighton,
left.
you're up.
Oh, this is going great.
Well, I was gonna heal
I'm
you.
standing up.
Not
I'm
anymore.
gonna use
No.
the second band as a bonus
No, I'm talking to
action.
this
You
guy
have
right
2
here.
misses.
And it's a bonus action.
Yeah. I know it's a bonus action.
Hey,
3 HP.
we're all doing our craft here. I get it.
Not that great.
You're back up. You're back up to over half.
And
How do
then
you
can
crap
I?
and
My
stuff?
greatsword's still equipped. Can I pull it out and attack with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm doing that then.
You can pull it out of your back as you're like, kind of grunting your
21.
hits.
What was that?
21.
Need a whole 8 damage. Come on.
He'll at least do
Minimum 9.
Oh.
minimum. You got 9.
No, that's fine.
No, say he'll at least do 5 because of his nick,
Yeah.
his nick ability on the greatsword.
12 damage?
Yeah,
No,
you-
13
You
damage?
blow this thing apart, dude.
Fuck yeah.
This
Awesome.
thing obliterates. And that's that. It was its turn was next. But I
And
do
I'm
need
done
a
over.
death saving throw from Damon, please.
Oh,
2.
That's a failure. It's not a 1 though.
There's a 1 is
Yeah, you're fine.
2
dude.
deaths.
15.
You're way good.
And there's 3 total, right?
Yeah. That one's go is now as you fall to the ground, and this one he slashes and turns to this guy. These things are dumb. It's gonna slash at you, right? Kragan for a natural 19 plus 3.
Yeah,
It's gonna hit
that'll hit.
for 4 points of damage. I'm rolling really high on these d4s. And that brings us to. Okay, this one's gonna strike at you.
Oh shit!
It's got 1 HP left,
It's
man.
got 2 HP.
Whatever.
17 to hit.
Oh no, he's
Oh, he's
down.
about to be
4 points of damage.
He's down.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh shit!
He's our healer, too.
Mazarim, you're up.
And I already gave you the healer.
Alright,
Oh.
I'll do the same thing again.
Well, thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in for our one episode.
Oh, you guys are fine. So
That's a 15, so at least hit this fucking time.
You'll roll a 1. As long as you roll at least a 2 here, you get it. So don't roll a 1, bro.
7 damage.
Yes.
Sick.
Obliterate this thing. You have 2 HP left.
Nice.
1 left. That brings us to Ned. Your turn. I need a death saving throw.
Fail.
Failure. Kragan, you're up.
I'm gonna try and cut this dude in front of me in half.
Even if you.
Me.
Oh no, you'll have to.
It's
You'll have to
shit
roll. Because even with your
sensitive.
make ability, you could probably kill this thing. But nope. It's
For
got
14 to hit.
14 hits.
I hope the Mojo switches
Nine.
next week.
Yeah, totally. See, this is when you don't people's elbow, you can.
I was on the table. He was right
He's
there.
like, dude, he was asking for it.
Yeah, dude.
We're still in combat.
Yeah.
I need another death saving throw.
I don't like this.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. With the failure
Now
already,
don't tell what it is.
17.
you have a success.
I'm
next-
sorry. What did you? Oh,
You should be
oh,
dead
okay.
death saves in this thing.
Mazrim, you're up.
yeah,
What would you
okay.
like to do? We're still
I
in
wouldn't want to
because.
I'm gonna do
So
it
you,
too.
so as I was describing earlier, you could go up to them and try to do a medicine check. All you gotta do is get a 10 or higher, and it'll stabilize them. So that way they're not making death saving throws anymore.
Okay, well, I'll go do that to Ned since I was the one that
Fucked him
basically
up?
took him out.
Yeah, pretty much.
So roll a
7
20.
damage out of my 9. Dude.
Yeah.
I would survive that hit. They're like nothing.
Natural 1.
Don't worry, that doesn't give him two
It
two
doesn't
failures.
like. It
That's-
doesn't
oh,
damage.
I don't stab him trying to stabilize him or nothing.
Oh, jeez, dude.
No, you just don't know what you're doing.
Either one of those.
Death saving throw.
Oh my! Someone's gonna die.
I know. I'm about to do it right here.
He's picking the dice he wants.
Not us, dog.
Not us, dog.
Well, I took care of the guy that was trying to run away, so.
Natural 2.
Great,
you're up.
I'm gonna try and stabilize Damon right next to me.
Oh,
here.
thank
Sure.
you. Thank you. Jeez. Oh, natural 1.
Dirty one.
Dirty one.
2.
I have a -1.
Okay. Damon, you're up.
Sorry, I already gave the whole potion away.
You're.
19.
That's a success.
It's 2 and 1, right?
Do you want to try to?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
Yep.
stabilize his ass again. 12 plus.
You're stable. No, you're.
So-
you just needed a
oh,
10.
yeah.
God.
You're stable. So you're no longer making death saves. Just because I want to see what you would roll. Roll a d20.
roll one more.
Come on, son. Don't be throwing it. Just drop
Well, no,
it.
I'm just trying to make sure it has enough.
Natural 20.
He would have.
I came back with 1 health HP. Dang, nice.
Okay.
That brings us to Kragan again.
Okay.
So
2 and 1.
you still need to
You just need to stabilize. You just need a 10 or higher, and he'll stop making death saving throws. But his turn is next.
So don't.
I know.
Get
I
a
kind of
9.
want to. I kind of want to hold my help action.
As long as it doesn't.
His turn is next. You can't hold it.
That's a 7.
What the fuck?
Hold an 8, dog.
Damon.
See.
You can do it.
19.
19. That's a success.
Alright.
That's two.
That's 3.
That's 3. Yep. Oh, you fucking sons of bitches.
Dude,
Let's go.
Right next to the 1.
I
dude.
know.
Oh,
I
man.
rolled 2 19s.
Oh my god, we almost had 2 character deaths right in the beginning.
That would have been fucking awesome.
No.
No, I was really looking forward to playing this character.
We're out of combat.
I even bought miniatures for him.
You would have
Alright,
natural
they
20'd
stabilized
up.
it.
You would have been fine. You guys are out of combat. Everybody's. You guys are hurt.
I tell Mazrim, alright, I stabilized.
No, you didn't.
I apologize to Ned.
You're still unconscious.
I'm still
You're
fresh
stable.
at this.
You guys are still unconscious. Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I think that puts the other cave out of the picture for a while.
Damn, that
Well,
was close.
I don't think this cave has
Holy
any more
fuck.
beasties in it that we can see, so why don't we drag these 2 over to a spot, start a fire, and take a rest?
That's a good
Right.
idea. Did you bring that driftwood with you?
I should have it in my pack.
Hell yeah.
You guys, there's also this table, or you can use the table to like kind of make a barricade along the entrance. You're very strong. You could totally do something like that. Or like further in the cave, wherever side, and make it like a one-way in, one-way out scenario.
Does this one also go deeper?
Yes.
Why don't we block the one that goes deeper?
That's the way you came in. You didn't leave the cave and then come around from the sun. You went through the,
Oh yeah,
the tunnel.
forget the fucking.
So what you could do is board up further in the cave and then just have the sunlight, like the access to the in and out.
Yeah.
Or the other way, it's up to you.
No, let's do
I
that.
can do that, I guess, just to be safe.
Yeah, you guys can easily make a fire. You can just fucking do this, right? You're
Actually,
strong.
maybe we should
You know
board
what I
up
mean?
that sunset side. Because
Well, that's just to the outside.
Yeah, there could be something under there.
Okay.
It's up to you.
We don't think there's anything else in the cave unless Displacer Beast
I don't
comes this
think
far.
it'll come this way. This demon.
We hope.
God, dude, that was so scary.
Rolling
You
a,
guys.
a strength check to do that with? Or can I
No,
do
you're
it?
good. You're strong enough.
Okay, so somewhere in the middle there.
Level 1 sucks, dude.
Level 1 sucks so much.
Well, let's be honest. You would have been fine if Caleb would have killed your character. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
Yeah, I could have just totally smoked you.
Alright, first time playing and a team kill!
Dude, I'm this. I'm
RuneScape,
I
right?
don't know
We're-
if salty
we're-
Caleb.
we're in the
I don't know
wilderness?
if salty if he fucking
PvP?
killed me one shot.
Hardcore WoW.
Out in the
Like,
wildy,
froze
bro.
me?
We're out in the wildy.
He couldn't have one-shot you. It's a max of 8 damage there.
Yeah.
You had 9 health.
So-
he still rolled fucking high.
Yeah, I
could
still
one-
rolled
I could
fucking
one-shot
7.
you with my minimum damage.
Don't hit me. I will not be standing next to you.
Alright, so I think we're gonna take a long rest here.
It's up to you guys. Entirely up to you.
Will they heal with a short rest?
They will. They can use their hit dice. Yeah.
We
they'll
can do-
heal.
Well, there's
I'm-
still quite a bit of daylight, right?
Yeah, it's like mid-morning.
We should
late
take a
morning.
short rest then.
No.
Okay.
We can heal on
Let's
some
do a short
rests.
then.
Would we wake up after?
Yeah. We can make it to the point where it's
I
like
have
going
one
to be
hit
slightly
dice.
longer than a short rest,
Yeah.
where until you guys wake up,
Better than
effectively,
nothing.
right?
Okay, what
Because
date do I
realistically, I
wanna use?
think the rules are I need to roll like 1d4, and then that's how many hours you guys are out. But we'll just sit here until you guys are up. But a short rest can pass, effectively, right?
Okay.
So you guys can roll your hit dice.
Ooh, 3.
Hey, you're conscious.
Didn't update the
4.
Hell yeah, dude.
That should tell
We're
you
cooking,
how many
dude.
hit dice you have if you go to your health.
Yeah, it
No,
did.
no, go to short rest.
I did, but it didn't apply anything because I did take.
Oh,
So
did you
hit
double-
take short rest?
Did you double
You gotta
click?
hit it twice.
You gotta hit it twice.
I think you have to roll it. You can just roll it too.
Yeah, you
just,
could
just
roll it.
manually roll it.
So it says 1d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
Oh, +1. I got 4.
Oh, a whole 3 HP, but that's still nearly max.
Plus 2?
What did you
Oh,
roll?
no, 1.
Yeah.
It's plus 2 because of the Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, D8.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
I rolled a
I-
two.
Yeah, 3.
Plus 1.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I did too much.
No,
I'm
I
at
got.
7.
Yep. Yeah, I get you.
I just cleared it.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4. Or I got 4 hits.
Yeah, I understand.
Me too.
So you got 5.
Oh, it's.
So you guys are like half health.
You got a little hurt,
Yeah, that's
but we
fine.
know the other
I was like,
key
your
is
math's
just
not math in there, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't.
the spikes.
Just the spikes, as far as we know.
How heavy is this table?
This one is
You
pretty
guys
heavy.
picked it up.
It's a nice table.
I mean,
Solid wood.
It's
How hard would
You
it
could-
be?
you
How
could
hard would
lift
it be
it.
for me to bring it to the spike cave?
just take time.
Hey, that's not bad.
Somebody
like
could help me.
Yeah.
your thinking.
Because I mean, we could put it probably in the center, and then, or throw it in there and jump
Was the,
table to table.
was the
Yeah.
arcane
Was
table
I-
the same?
Jumping to the middle is barely out of my range, but if we put this halfway through, then I could get to the table.
And the hard part would be getting it halfway through
Yeah, that's true.
Plus a 1.
without flipping it over
We can do.
or breaking it.
We're average. Right.
Cross
Did you
that
guys
bridge.
grab the second key before you moved the table? I assume.
Well,
I already
didn't you
grabbed it,
Didn't you
but-
grab it?
Oh, that's right, you
I
have
ran
it.
in and grabbed it.
That's right. It's initiated combat.
Which I thought I would get away with.
Alright, well, someone want to help me?
Okay,
It's
so
kind of far away.
He has a strength score. He's got a pretty good strength score.
I'm at 14 strength.
Yeah.
As a wizard, let's go.
Dude,
It's a nice
that's
backstory.
how I built it.
I mean, I had.
My character's father is supposed to be a barbarian, so he beefed him up while he was.
I'm
Hell
plus
yeah.
13, so I can help you too.
You guys can easily take this table, bring it over to the other one.
I'm
Okay,
just
so-
gonna stand underneath it and pretend.
Yeah,
I'm
we can just
holding.
assume that you guys like put it like right here or something. Or
Get him close enough
Yeah,
to make
where
the
he
jump.
can jump on. You can make an acrobatics check if you want now. You just gotta clear 10
athletics?
feet.
Can I do athletics?
It's
Wait,
a
hold on,
jump,
stop.
So no.
No.
Hold on,
It's a
stop. Come here. Bend down. I need to tell you something. Smack him and give him guidance.
Just straight forehead.
It does. It should actually technically it should heal you because it does -1 damage.
Why did you,
But
No.
Why did you slap
You
me?
take 1 point of damage because I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
yeah.
Why would you slap?
I mean, it's not like a heart smack. It's just like one of these.
19.
Easily, you can clear it. Jump onto the other table, grab the key, and then just give me one more on the way back.
You don't have
Natural
guidance
20.
for this one.
Heck
Yeah.
With a natural 20, can I land?
You got a key.
like-
You got a key. You got a key.
With a natural
You got a
20,
key.
can I land like on top of Ned?
He doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You can land wherever the fuck you want with a natural 20.
Hell yeah. I'm
Des-
landing on top
describe
of
it.
Ned. As I pick up the key, turn around and just see Ned, and just like single leg across and just like land on him with 1 foot to the face. 'Cause he's
You
3
fall
foot
into
tall.
the ground. It's that classic cartoon shit where you just it just hits you in the face.
Oh fuck! Sorry, Ned.
3 points of damage.
Yeah. Okay, now can we go to bed? I didn't even want to do this.
Yeah, we can go to bed.
We just.
I mean, should we
we
at
just got
least?
shipwrecked.
We should go back to the one that one of the ones that doesn't have like.
Okay.
Go back to the skeleton cave.
That's kind of what I was
Well,
thinking.
but here's the other thing. We have 3 keys. Isn't there only one way left that we can go through here?
Yeah, but we don't know what kind
Yeah,
of.
but
situation
Ned
we're
is
gonna face, we
scared and wants
faced-
to rest first.
Well, yeah.
We
Okay,
could rest.
I mean, if you guys want to go, we can go.
No, I think
I'm just
it's-
putting my sense in.
We don't really have much resources to.
But Ned has to
Stay alive
get
in
to his
there.
funeral. So
If anything,
He's
You
the one who
you-
wants to rest.
You guys have
That's
already
true.
determined that it is weeks till the city.
Yeah,
like
what's
from
one
where
day?
you're at.
What's one day?
We're
We need
not-
to-
Yeah.
we're not terribly far from the water, right?
No.
I say we go try and catch some more fish,
That's a good idea.
since it is still mid-morning.
I would
Or noonish.
I would
by
say,
now.
well, I probably should have described this better. I would say it's probably like maybe afternoon because you
Okay.
guys looked around, you've investigated, you did a
Yeah.
couple of fights, you've been talking and figuring out this shit. The fights don't take that long; they're a couple of seconds.
Yeah, out there.
But
And it's 3
realistically,
different
you guys have exactly.
We've already explored the 3 caves, so at this point we should just collect some resources, get fill up our bellies again, take a rest, and then go deeper in.
yeah,
I'm not mad.
I kind of rest.
I like
Let's
that.
do it.
Don't feel
All right, so we've got 2 people who can fish, person who can go look for crabs again.
You
I
guys,
can try and
You're
find
looking
some
for
wood.
effectively, what we'll do here is you guys can set up a camp in one of the caves. That's not a problem. Barricade the door with you have 2 tables that you can get easily from the arcane
One
and
of
the
them we're
divine.
gonna use
Barricade
for wood.
one.
One of them we're gonna use for firewood.
Yeah. Well, you
Okay.
can also go get
Wait.
driftwood. You know what I
I was
mean?
gonna say,
Probably
not
shouldn't
good
do
at
a
looking for
probably
shit.
shouldn't do a
Right
fire
here.
in the cave. We're gonna smoke ourselves
Well,
out.
It's a big cave though, and they have light coming through, meaning that there's a
That's
hole.
true.
Yeah.
Yep.
And before breaking or burning these tables, if we want, we can try to like. Do we?
Sorry.
If I look at
I just-
because there's
I
3
figured that
tables.
was mine.
Is there just 2 tables that we have though?
Yeah,
'Cause we
it's
can't
hard
get
to
to
get
the-
the
you
You
spike
can't get
one
to the
out.
spike one.
It's hard to get the
Okay.
spike one out.
Is there enough wood in here that we're like?
I mean,
oh, we
you.
can make a
I
makeshift
suppose you
type shit?
could get the spike table out if you go grab the other table and then kind of like.
I'm not going
do
through all
that.
that effort.
Yeah. No chance. No need to risk landing on spikes.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say if we want, we can try to build like a raft or some type of.
Not enough for 4 people.
Well, there are 3 tables.
3.5.
Still don't think it would be enough for 4 people.
Yeah, I mean,
3.5.
I mean, it would be what 15 by 15, maybe at most.
I mean, we could fit all of us on there.
we could totally fit 15 and 15 or 4 people on that.
What would we do for
rafting along
propulsion?
the coast? Doesn't
Huh?
sound.
What would we do for?
We would need to make
propulsion?
an oar. There's no way we have enough cloth to make like a sail.
Unless you want to get out and push.
Unless one of you wants to donate your cloak.
Wait, how did we get talking about building a boat?
Because we got the.
Damon was asking about building the boat.
Well, because we got.
It might
we
speed
have
up our travel
tables,
time.
So we could.
Good.
I mean, it might not cut it in like half, but we cut a couple of days.
You
off.
someone got a natural 20 in this area from earlier.
Yeah, it was him, yeah.
You would know that this land, from your studies and learned, that there are rivers that run through this entire valley, like this entire area,
Yeah. So.
It'd
which
better
might
than-
be safer to travel if you're
That's
trying
better
to
than
do
sea
that
travel.
than going through the sea.
That could super speed us.
But you haven't found a river yet.
And we would be carrying.
Yeah, you'd be.
I
carrying
go.
it for a
I'll
while.
go. I'll go. Okay.
That's true. We would be
All
carrying
I
the
have
raft.
to contribute to this plan is a blanket. It's the only thing I
mean, we
think
make
that
a
could be
sail,
useful
but we don't know how far we are
for a
from
boat.
river
Is a
either.
blanket. Maybe you could use it as lining or something. I don't know. Whatever. That's all. I don't have rope. I have a lamp.
Well, we're trying to like sleep before we go deeper in this cave, right? All right. Well,
Oh,
while
do
you
you have a
guys,
Just
disguise-
trying to rest.
while you guys
Do you have a disguise
fish,
kit
yeah.
for some reason?
while you guys fish and
Oh,
stuff,
I know
maybe
why.
I'll go see if I can just find signs of a river nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cragen's gonna go explore. We'll go fishing.
Okay.
Ned,
Do you want
What's
to
your
come,
plan?
Ned?
Wherever you guys want me to go, I'm there.
All right, you're coming to me.
Look for crabs on the way.
Yeah, you're closer. To
well, I think they're gonna go deeper in.
Or,
There shouldn't be any crabs
or
there.
small animals.
Mm.
I didn't hear you were going further in.
No, not to the cave.
Oh, okay.
We're going. We're going to try and find.
You
like,
guys,
a
he
river.
just wants to survey the area.
Oh,
Yeah. We got some
About that.
daylight still. So
Yep.
So yeah.
Might as well
save the
Okay.
lantern.
I'll
turn off.
dive. You can fish.
use our
Cool.
daylight.
Straddle again, or
No, hold off on that.
Yeah,
So
we'll
you
do
guys, that's where we're gonna stop today with the death scares, and we'll pick up there next week in this cave, and we'll pick up with the fishing. I mean, you guys can easily grab some fish, but we'll do some rolls for like the surveying the area, and then that way, if you guys did want to go about the plan of making a boat, you're more than welcome to do that. But effectively, that's where we're gonna end today. So. Yeah, thanks for everybody who was watching today. I know none of you guys are in there now, probably, but we appreciate it. And we'll be back again next week with more of Othora on the Sacred Isles.
Bye, everybody.
Is it off?